A lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, it is. Evil,
Knievel.
not our real names.
Nailed it.
Oh, you want me to do my bit? Okay, here we go.
Who are those guys?
Who are those guys?
You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent.
That might have been too much, man. But I didn't get it. I'm glad you explained.
You go on with your pelvic music.
The rock and roll is the devil.
Rock and roll is the devil. Rock and roll is the devil. Hey, welcome back to A Little Independent.
Hashtag
We're
are we
bringing you
rolling?
the hot hits.
Hashtag
hot
we
independent
are
hits.
hot.
Are we hot?
Are
we hot? Are we rolling?
I don't know.
We're rolling.
I don't know. It depends on the clothing. Depends on the
If
night.
you read the hashtag, we're rolling. Hey, hi.
You're rolling hay. Isn't that illegal?
Oh my God. This is a bad start. I feel it. But we're going to keep going anyway. Welcome to A Little Independent. This is the podcast where two friends talk about independent, obscure, just plain weird movies. My name's Ryan.
And I'm Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Hi, Ryan.
Well done. It had breath. It had
It
it
didn't
had
have
some
enough
butter to it.
I don't know if it had enough bass.
No. It felt like
It didn't feel enough bass in it.
no, it doesn't have to. It's more of a feeling. Kathleen Turner's, voice has devolved into something, a little different now. But in the Heights, I don't know. There's something else about it, I think. And what you just embodied was
Joan Wilder?
pretty nice.
Just the vibe.
Yeah,
The
you
vibe.
encapsulated
The vibe.
it.
Vibe.
Yeah,
I feel
know.
like a jewel on the Nile.
Okay. This is good. Because whatever happened to that actor?
Michael
happened?
Douglas?
I think he
He
ended
got
up
a pair
okay.
of alligator boots.
He was okay.
And he
No,
sailed
that guy
off
who
into the
played
sunset.
Joe, Joe Boo, and in Jewel of the Nile,
Yeah.
a movie that we've talked about on this podcast, I think,
Joan Wilder?
several times before,
Yeah.
because Kathleen Turner is our gateway. Well, thank you for. Well, I don't know. I'm just going to jump in and say the movie I picked is the beginning of a theme. I told you about this, right? Did I?
You
kinda?
did.
Okay.
You did mention it, but there's probably a few listeners out there that don't know.
Maybe.
Because I think you text every one of our listeners and tell
do.
them your thoughts in advance.
I do. I
And
do.
You got that newfangled.
They require, it's funny because when you have a community of lost people looking up to you, they really take stuff seriously. Like when you joke text them, like everybody just wear one sock tomorrow and make it clear that you're wearing one sock, but don't say why. It's like they listen and they do it.
Wait.
I'm just kidding. No, that
a
didn't
community
happen.
of lost people looking up to you.
Yeah, no,
Ex-
that
I-
doesn't happen. That doesn't remotely happen.
Explain.
It was even hard to fantasize about it. Like saying it was hard to say.
Oh.
But anyway.
Like wearing Elvis pants on stage or
Yeah.
something.
But anyway, I think we talked about this, but
Yeah, you did say
we don't
I'm
normally do
starting a
themes.
theme.
Or we've done
We've done some themes, yes.
Yeah, we've done
I had
themes,
one. Now,
but not
now I
consistent.
got to remember
maybe?
I had a trilogy on something. Now you're making me remember,
Right.
but there we go.
Well, this theme has to do with
can't.
another podcast, and you've heard about it so much, Todd, that
Yeah.
it's probably hard for you to hear about. But I love a podcast called How Did This Get Made, and it's one of those podcasts that has been therapy for me. It's been just straight humor for me. It's been, and that's what I think podcasts are for some people. And that has been there for me for so many.
Yeah.
You've heard me like on How Did This Get Made, and sometimes their voices, something Jason Mantzoukas has said has literally brought me back from the brink. I don't know why. It's them. It's the tone of their voices. It's the fact that it's a podcast about bad movies, ? I've seen it live. It's a special thing to me, and you've listened to a couple episodes, and it's special to us because it gave us something. It gave us something we've talked about on this podcast before.
Yeah. I listened to the episode of a movie that we're doing in the future coming up. And about
Oh, look at
what,
you! I love how you like to tease. You confuse me sometimes
about
because
8
you do it
episodes or
very
so from now.
deftly. You're so far ahead, and I'm like, and I get lost. I'm like, what do you mean?
What?
But yeah. So how did this get made?
So you're in the now and I'm in the future. We have literally reversed roles,
We're looking at now.
and I'm getting scared.
When will then be now?
Yeah.
Soon.
Ryan is now Zen, and I'm
We've reversed. The flux capacitor's fucked up. And we're stuck in
the
1955.
DeLorean is doing cocaine with a bear.
Yeah, oh, yeah, there you go. And so that's a really super important podcast to me. And I know I talk about movies that these people have been in because it's a podcast that is hosted by 3 people, and they're all amazing entertainers, actors, comedians, writers,
Yeah.
improvisers, and just genius human beings, in my opinion. And I know there's personas on the show, and I get that. But they're just all, I think, they're people who just give me comfort at home, at the family. They're called the Holy Trinity. We've probably taken it a little too far. But so what I wanted to do is do movies that I like featuring the hosts of How Did This Get Made?
Yeah. So that's
Just
going
as
to
a
be your
theme,
next couple.
next 3. Yeah.
Next-
So
all right. So
by
this one
by-
and 2 more.
This one and 2 more. And I started with, ladies first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got to open the door for 'em.
And Miss June, deserves that. And
Miss June.
yes,
So what? She was in a magazine, and she was Miss June.
oh no, it wasn't like that.
Oh, okay.
You dirty man.
Help
you.
me out, because
Miss June Diane Raphael, the star of and writer and
so you
co-star.
were just
star.
appropriating the title.
Yeah,
to
I
her.
appropriated.
Okay.
So-
I thought maybe. Okay.
Started with and I like this movie because it's it's similar to other movies, but it's one that she stars in and wrote. And she's been in other things, which we'll talk about. But the movie is called Ass Backwards, and it's from 2013.
Yes.
Yeah. And here's the description: 2 best friends, Kate and Chloe, embark on a cross-country trip back to their hometown to attempt to win a pageant that eluded them as children. What do you think about that?
Very close, but it wasn't cross country.
Ah,
Neptune was literally just
That's right.
a short
And that's-
distance away.
that's one of the
yeah,
part
but
of the
Neptune,
humor.
Canada, is actually Vancouver Island, which is in British Columbia on the opposite end of the country.
That's
Or
funny.
Opposite end of
Well, so they do in a way,
North America, I guess.
but just as a description, would that draw
Yeah.
you in? I mean,
this
in a way,
wasn't
it's-
cross country, but everything else seemed spot on. Yeah.
So, and it's funny because, obviously this movie evokes comparisons to Dumb and Dumber
Yep.
and Romy in high school reunion.
Don't know that one.
And you know what really bums me out about this? I get the Dumb and Dumber thing. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't, I mean, I guess it bears some resemblance to Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, but it's just, that's another.
Have you seen that? I guess.
Yeah. I
Take
saw
it?
that in the theater.
Why?
And I remember something funny about the 2 of them. And they go back to high school and they're pretending to be people that they're not. So I get the comparisons, but I think other things you could compare this to. It's just like, oh, it's 2 self-absorbed but very supportive girls. Well, I guess it is like a little bit like that.
Yeah, well, comedies are farces.
Yeah.
When you start taking them seriously,
It
then
just
you're going
seems
down
like
the wrong
an
track.
easy. It's like Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. I don't know. That just bothered me. But so it's billed as an adventure comedy. Why'd you laugh?
Because of the face you made.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you had this whole intrigue, like, what do you think about that?
Well, I like this part of
Todd?
this. I like this part of this because I'm always delighted in your responses.
Yeah, well, no pressure now. Adventure.
Don't just take a shit on the floor. I'll be fine if you do everything else but
Well,
that.
I might, if I took a pee on the floor, I would be appropriate for the movie, right? Because
Yes, you
this
would.
movie starts and ends with peeing.
Oh. I didn't
Did
think
you
about
not
bringing.
catch that?
Yeah, I did think about the best metaphor that could be drawn
Yeah.
into.
And it fits to the
the
title because
fluidity of
they
life.
actually show them ass backwards,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then they've been peeing.
Yeah.
which is
I think it's
All
a
part
noble
of
way
it.
to begin and end a film.
it's a noble.
Because you would think about what it takes for a lady to have to pee outside.
Just to pee in public like that. I mean,
No, I don't think just
I have to
morally.
be-
I mean logistically.
no, I mean just
The thigh strength, all of it. It just sucks that it's so easy for us and it's not for them.
yeah.
Not that that anybody really cares. I mean, sure. I mean, I don't know any
Don't-
girl who wishes
women
like,
have
they could
everything
pee
more
easier
difficult
outside.
in that way, right? When
That's
you
true.
agree, Claire, the baby making process, for example, right? What the men's job
The
is
making or the delivering?
the
whole
Because the
whole
making-
thing, the making is just we got it easy,
Hopefully,
right?
everybody enjoys the making of it. I mean, that's just me. I'm an old-fashioned fella. You know. I mean, but the guy has to.
Mom, did
you know,
have fun?
that's the thing. The
at
guy
my
has
conception?
to.
Was it
But
fun for
hopefully,
you?
both parties enjoy it. Anyway, that's a rough tangent. But we'll get into who's in this movie. Why don't we start with that? Just like we
Joan
normally
Wilder?
do. No, she's not.
Damn it. Did I watch the wrong movie?
You watched The Jewel of the Nile.
I watched Jewel of the Nile.
Different kind of adventure.
Shit. Okay.
Well, this'll
All
be
right,
cool.
It's okay. We can keep going.
We'll draw some
I can,
parallels.
I can hang with this.
We'll draw parallels. Well, it stars June Diane Raphael as Kate. Had you seen Kate? And she is the
She is
co-lead,
in
right?
Forgetting Sarah
Well,
Marshall.
I know that,
but I don't know her. Right? I didn't recognize her. Like, oh, she was in that. But when I looked at the thing, that movie I've seen several times.
had you.
but I didn't know.
I thought
don't
you
remember
said
her from that.
when I talked about her in a show. You may have seen because she made the comparison that her dad thought she was Cillian Murphy, the male actor, and then you said maybe you thought you'd seen her in something.
Yeah,
Somebody
she's
who
got
looked
one of
like
those
him.
familiar faces.
Oh, really? Okay.
But no, I mean, I went down her list, and Forgetting Sarah Marshall would have been the one I should have known her from, but I don't remember her in it.
Yeah.
And my God, 93 credits.
Yeah, she's
I
been
mean,
in a lot.
that's
And that's what's really
impressive.
really cool about both of these women is, they work a lot. They've worked a
Yeah.
lot, and they've had to work really hard
A lot of TV, right?
to do a lot of this stuff. But it's writing, and yeah, I mean, I think they're two people who should be way bigger and be in the lap of the kind of luxury that some celebrities are. Maybe they don't want that, but that's why I like movies like this and why it's fun to talk about stuff like this. But her first movie was called The Wedding Weekend, her first credited movie, and I've
Okay.
never seen it. Have you heard of this?
A wedding
The
weekend.
Wedding Weekend.
No.
Initially, I'm just like, but okay, so it's about a group of guys who sang in an a cappella group in college, and they reunite for a wedding, and it stars David fucking Harbour. Like, so I'm in on that movie 1,000%. Are you kidding me? That sounds hilarious.
Yeah. Have you? But you.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't.
But so
So
it
tonight-
starred David Harbour before he was cool. She's also in Zodiac.
Yeah, I saw that,
movie
but
you and I both
couldn't.
love.
The one with Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it's a smaller part, but I don't remember. She's
Right. I don't
Mrs.
remember her in
Toshi.
it. Yeah. Like, who is that?
Did you see that?
I
She's in
did.
Anchorman 2, Unfinished Business. She's been in TV shows. Human Giants, one I love. Another Period. NTSF SDSVU is a show that she's been in. Do you know that one?
I don't.
NTSF SDSVU.
Wow.
It's amazing. Yeah, you'll need to look.
You articulated that
I practiced.
very well.
She's in Big Mouth. She's done a lot of voice acting. I noted she's a voice on a Star Trek, and I think she has.
Big Mouth.
Yeah, the animated show. We're talking about Big Mouth. It's a brilliant show on Netflix.
Well, okay. You want to know what just flashed into my head when you said Big Mouth? I watched some little obscure independent film the other night,
yeah.
and no, it was about Star Wars. The first day it was opening, and it was flashback to the 70s, and the title of the movie is the date, like 5/25/77 or
Oh,
something
sure,
like that.
sure, yeah.
But I thought it was Star Wars was the fourth, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, this girl gets drunk and is challenged to put her whole fist in her mouth, and it gets stuck, and she has to be taken to the hospital, and it's pretty darn hilarious. She does get it in there, so they give her a muscle relaxer, and then she ends up going to the Star Wars premiere with her mouth hanging wide open and drooling because she had to get her fist removed from it.
Who did this?
The actress in 5/25/77, I believe, was the movie.
That is the weirdest walk I think we've ever done.
Hey,
but holy cow.
From Big Mouth to here
Yes.
at a Little Independent, we support these little independent,
Yeah.
obscure, and just plain weird films here in beautiful Traverse City, Michigan at New Leonard Media Studios with the mood lighting and everything.
You're the best.
I mean, it's the place to be.
You're the best.
I love it here.
She's also in a TV show, Grace and Frankie, which I'm embarrassed to say that I don't watch. That, you know, again, I don't watch a lot of TV, and not saying that because here's our movie podcast, but I just, you know, that.
He means TV episodes.
Episodic TV.
In every
but
moment of his day.
Having
TV's
said that,
on.
she's in The League. And The League is a very, very, very important show to me and the Buck family. So she's in The League. She's in the movie The Long Shot, and that's probably maybe the biggest, most high-profile role that she's been in. And I think that's how they got Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron to be guests on How Did This Get Made, to talk about Prom Night 2, Hello, Mary Lou.
And they're not in it, right?
No,
Okay.
but they're guests on How Did This Get Made to talk about the show. Yeah.
They watch it and
then they watch the
comment
movie
on
and talk. Yeah. I mean,
so
that's
Charlize is actually ripping on on other actors.
And no, actually, she says in one line, she praises the acting of a girl in Prom Night 2. And to be honest, it is pretty good.
Good.
And she's like, I wanted to give her my Academy Award. And the audience goes like nuts because I mean,
it was a live show?
Oh yeah, it was a live show. So these people got to see, you know, the How This Get Made crew, and their guests were Seth Rogen, and they do have guests, but
they are your heroes, and maybe they'll hear this podcast,
saying that, but
and you'll
they're important. Also starring Casey Wilson as Chloe. Had you seen Casey Wilson in anything before?
Meet Kate, her Chloe, meet Tarzan, you Jane. I do have a question. I'm sidewinding tonight.
Sidewind.
All right. If you and I were Kate and Chloe, which one would you be and which one would I be?
This is fascinating.
I
would probably, you know what? I think I have the easy answer.
Really?
I'd be Kate and you'd be Chloe. I think
so. Kate's the smart one.
No,
and
well,
Chloe is the talented or the artistic one.
Well,
in their eyes, clearly they're not.
I didn't look at it that way. I looked at Chloe being the more grounded one, being the more self-realized one. You know, she's the quicker to, you know, to come to you know, she feels feelings, big feelings.
I do have a lock of hair from my first girlfriend.
And again, I was gonna say I could see you being the one having a lock of
the
human
sentimental.
hair. In some kind of notebook, hashtag not a creep.
Let go.
And I would be the one doing all the driving.
Oh fuck! That settles it right
there.
Who
loves you, baby?
What
that?
So 100%.
Yeah, I can answer that question easy. Casey Wilson, again, she is so funny and so talented. Her first movie, 2003, a movie called Virgin with Elizabeth Moss.
What?
And it looks super interesting. I'd never heard of it before, and it looks like a really serious, amazing film. Casey Wilson is also in For Your Consideration. And I don't remember she was in it. That's a Christopher Guest film, which I think is amazing. But she's in Julie. She's got a part in Julie and Julia, Gone Girl, Always Be My Maybe. So again, she and June Diane Raphael are people who, you know, have had these little bit parts in movies and done well enough, and are always really impressionable in the roles that they do. But Casey Wilson is in a movie that you really like.
Well, shoot.
Did you catch that?
I got Gone Girls and...
Gone Girls? That sounds like an adult film that you watch, sir.
Oh, wait. Gone Girl, sorry. But she's in 58 episodes of Happy Endings, which I don't know of, but to be in that many, I mean, she had to be the mainstay in that, in that series.
I didn't watch that show.
I hadn't either, but you know, Happy Ending ties in right with what you were talking about a minute ago. You know, you're saying, "Oh, I see where you went with that."
Yeah. She's in Why Him?
No,
that movie you like so much. Yeah, I forget the role that she's in that as well. So forgive me.
Well, is that the one? Oh yeah.
That's one with Cranston and
Yeah,
Keegan-Michael
he's
Key
marrying his daughter,
yeah,
and
in
he's
the
just this
scene
nutcase.
in the automatic toilet that makes you laugh like a little boy every time.
And the voiceover computer is
Yeah.
Penny.
Yeah.
Kaylee. Who's Penny?
Kuoko?
Yeah, there. Yes, the soft little voice.
I think.
It's our conscience.
Blast it
Do you
out.
hear the sound
yeah,
of it?
Yeah, it's like you
Cuoco?
guys might not want to be so mean.
Don't say
to
balls
this.
so much. Bowls. Remember that from the exam episode? I hate to say this.
All right, please tell me the name of that guy. What is that? The title of the guy? The Invigilator.
The Invigilator. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But were you worried? You've been worried about your memory and stuff lately and everything, so I'm just checking in with you. I'm gonna have to check in with you periodically through this.
Yeah, short term. Like
Thank you.
Like where was I yesterday?
Excellent. Casey Wilson they've been in a lot of TV too. So they've done a lot of things and a lot of great comedy, Comedy Bang Bang. And they do a lot of great live comedy in Los Angeles. And I just like ladies like this, and they're self-made and they do their own thing and really cool. And that's really all I focused on as far as stars of the movie, except for there are some prerequisite like heavy hitters in it that, did anybody stand out to you?
Well, I believe would you call him a character actor, Vincent
D'Onofrio?
Thank you.
I don't
couldn't
know.
do
Yeah, I guess.
I thought
guess.
he'd be one of your
He's
favorite
a heavy hitter. He's in it.
So as soon as I saw him, I'm like, Jurassic World.
Yeah, that's the first thing I think of too.
He
Jurassic World.
It was for me. Because he's a real dickhead in this.
You
Jurassic
don't go
World.
right to Full Metal Jacket immediately, Private Pile?
Nope.
Holy
I
cow.
don't recognize. He's too old to recognize as that character. I didn't even know that was him. The one that kills. The one that.
How are we friends? This is bizarre to me.
I think we get paid a lot of money to pretend we're friends. I think it's,
Or the
cat's
Cell.
out of the
You
bag.
don't go to the Cell right away?
Nope. I
Wow.
go to here's my. I wrote them down, and I've got. I'll show you.
I am flummoxed.
116 credits, Jurassic World, and El Camino Christmas. He played that asshole sheriff.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a movie.
Yeah, that's that one I texted you to watch.
Yeah, Tim
and it
Allen,
was really
right?
funny. Yeah.
Hell of a film.
But he played the sheriff.
Yeah, he's great. And I love him in this. I think he is.
You know what he would have been perfect in to take away from one of your favorite character actor roles?
Right.
Zombievers.
Oh, that guy.
That guy.
He would have been great in that.
Who walks up? You girls ought to be wearing some clothes.
Shoot. Yeah.
He
forget
has
his
a name like Wild or Mr. Wild or Mr.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
He would have killed that
Well,
role.
Vincent D'Onofrio in the remake of The Magnificent Seven, he does something. He makes character choice with the horse and the beard. Have you seen that? And he's good with
but
knives
I'm
and
not picturing
axes and
him-
stuff.
I'm not picturing
Well,
him.
yeah, because he's gone. Like it's one of those like 20 minutes in, you're like, holy shit, that's Private Pile. So also in this movie, John Cryer, who love John Cryer, and becoming a little independent darling on the show, showing up for a second time,
For
and
a
I love
second
it.
appearance,
You-
eating a stick of butter,
right?
with hands behind her back.
Okay.
Go.
Is this what
And it
you
is.
hoped happened in this movie?
I'm trying to be funny.
Alicia Silverstone, ladies and gentlemen,
Also starring in butter.
also starring in Butter, but you had her handcuffed and bent over
I
eating
Olivia
it.
Munded. I'm sorry. I had the
Gotcha.
hands behind the back, the hot dog hanging on the string from the ceiling, but it was a stick of butter, and which something she would never eat because I actually take the vitamins from that company of hers that are very healthy and very organic. So it's kind of funny that way because she would never eat butter and in the movie Butter, where that comedian guy was like shoving all this gross buttery stuff in his mouth and in the outtakes, and she was being all grossed out by it because she's full vegan. You remember that outtake from that movie? And
I'm just gonna.
who's the comedian? Who's the guy that was her her husband?
You've taken us on such a journey.
The cue ball. Come on, what's his name?
I don't even know where to begin with butter hanging from the ceiling and vegans and Olivia Munn, who I'm not even sure was in that movie anymore. I don't know what's happening. But
What
John,
was that show Olivia Munn was in before she got discovered?
I don't know.
It was a comedy show. And she would
was it-
shove.
oh,
And then there's all, you pull the memes up, and then there's a meme where she has like a dozen hot dogs in her mouth, and there's another one where she eats.
yeah, you
hanging
sent me
from the
that one, and
string.
I'm like, I have no idea where that came from.
Oh,
And
thought
Todd
it-
is
you thought I
sharing
learned
something more.
Photoshop?
Something, yeah, maybe.
no, it's true. Clarice is looking it up right now.
And
I
I'm
think.
actually,
I don't believe you.
She doesn't.
What is
Yeah.
this?
What is Todd's fantasy
are
and
you
what
talking
actually
about?
yeah,
happened?
I think you're using this as a good platform to get some things out, ladies. Also, I want to
Find
say
out the wrath.
not honorable mention, almost show stealer, is Brian the meth addict with a heart of gold,
Yeah.
played by Brian Gerardi. Yeah, and I hope I had that pronounced right. And that kid was sensational in
Yeah.
this.
He did a good job.
In the Hurt Locker, in Flight, again, I think in smaller roles, but I thought he was great. This film was written by June Diane Raphael and Casey Wilson, and they've written a whole bunch of things: the TV sketches, shorts. But this is a major film for them. Also, they wrote Bride Wars, and I didn't know that. I think maybe I'd heard. But
Is that a
that's-
newer movie? Is that
that's
a recent
that's a
one?
real movie. They're all real movies, but it's a big movie. Sorry,
Unlike my, did
a
you
real
find
big
it?
movie. Kate Hudson and Anne Hathaway in Bride Wars. Like,
2007, probably, maybe
yeah.
around there.
Oh, it's that. Okay, because there's a new one out with J Lo,
So they,
Bride something or other.
they
and I thought you were talking about
have
that.
danced with that mainstream piece, and they've talked before about being in the studio system and writing this outside of it, which is really cool. And it was directed by a really handsome fella. This guy, did you get a look at the director, Chris Nelson? His first feature, and he's also since directed a movie called First Date in 2019, Netflix movie.
First Date.
First Date. I
I
haven't
don't think
seen
I've
it.
seen that.
It stars Noah Centineo, and I just note him because he's supposed to be the guy. You don't care about this at all.
The guy.
I'm going to say it anyway. That's supposed to be in a He-Man or Masters of the Universe.
Well, you said it like
Movie.
Jack Palance in Batman '89.
You're my number one guy.
Yeah.
You are not going to like this. No. He's supposed to be in this thing. I don't know why I care about it. I don't think they can make a live action He-Man. Maybe the Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren is a masterpiece, like I keep telling everybody. And he also directed a movie called Date and Switch. That's a cute title. That's nice. I don't know. Maybe I'm just softer lately, but and it stars Dakota Johnson
Who are you?
and an Ali favorite, Mr. Gary Cole from the Bronze fame.
Oh, The Office.
Opie?
The guy from the Office Space.
Correct, yeah.
See,
Lumber.
see, I'm lumber. If
Lumber,
you said lumber,
yeah.
I'd have known who it was.
Our tagline.
Yes,
I
sir.
always love this part.
Tag it.
Choose your own reality.
Wow.
So, and I
Wow.
believe that you really don't look at these up. And
I
you're-
don't.
you're-
I like to be. As I said,
so are you
many
disappointed
times, I
in
like
it? Did it not? And not that it
It
matters,
took me
but
to a
again,
different place, but it's accurate for this movie. But
100%.
it took me to my mind didn't go to this kind of film. With Choose Your Own Reality, you're thinking of like a virtual world,
Mm-hmm. is
is where my mind went. But clearly, these two girls, these two 33-year-olds, are stuck. And I only say that because they were. That was their age at the time of filming.
Yeah. And it's about, a lot of delusion.
Well, they're
and-
stuck in the pageant age, but they're
Well,
grown
yeah.
women.
Then they talked about in one of the interviews. There's this state of prolonged adolescence. Like it's cool to like still be figuring your life out at 30, and that seems to be okay. And not that they think it's a bad thing, but it's causing this enabling and this because it's to the point of psychopathic and sociopathic to the point that they discussed a meth addict with how dependent they are on each other and their delusion.
Well, it's like a perpetual sleepover. You know, I mean, they're living together, sleeping in the same bed. You know.
Yeah.
and-
The budget was $3 million. I did find that. I didn't find any gross info. Not that it matters because it's a movie I like and doesn't matter how much money it made. But and easily digestible. Uh-oh, here it goes. Here's the beginning and the end. 1 hour and 25 minutes.
125.
Yeah. So I
It's a zippity
thought,
doodah.
I say this a lot. I like I like a kind of easy in, easy out. I don't know where I'm going with that.
I do.
But we're at the time that I wanted to watch it because and this is
Because June's in it.
but this is a movie that I own on digital video disc, DVD, and it doesn't have any special features or any director commentary, nothing. And I forgot that from when I first bought it. But and
so
that was
no gems.
when it first came out. Honestly, Todd, it was the only way I could see it. You know me; I've got so many DVDs. Like, I care about Blu-ray and all that stuff, but I don't. I'm not a purist. But I have so many DVDs because it's the only way that I could, even in this day, see a movie. And when I went to watch it, I grabbed the DVD and I said, I wonder if it's online because I don't always talk to you about that.
Yeah.
And it was streaming on. Did you watch it streaming?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Okay. So I thought, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means or if it means it's gaining popularity, but I just thought that was kind of cool. So I don't have any, groovy insight from the director's commentary.
No,
or
they,
anything.
you just get it, whatever you got to go through to get it on Amazon. Like
Yeah.
Film Fest is on Amazon Prime as well.
Right,
So
right.
it's just,
Yeah.
they get it on their streaming
But
so it's available to
you
everyone.
look at interviews with the two of them,
yeah.
and it's a ball. Like, they're people you want to hang out with. They're people, and they're passionate, and they're smart, and they're pro feminism or feminist in their ways, but they're passionate, and that's what's really cool about people who care about doing a cool thing and doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And making it on their own terms, which is so. I think a director's commentary or a
Writer-
actor's
the
writer
three of them,
actor
the director
would be
and those two.
its own movie in and of itself, and they probably wouldn't talk about the movie at all, which is fine. But it opens. We talk about this a lot, like the opening of movies, and I don't know if we're finding a common thread about how indie movies have to. Maybe we said it in another episode, Napoleon Dynamite, about the credits or the opening has to be, like you have to grab attention right away. Have we kind of been on that topic?
Well,
yet?
Inciting Incident we've talked about.
But
you know,
this movie
for a
starts
movie.
in an interesting way.
Yeah. Well, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Would you describe it, please? Slowly.
Yeah, there's three little
For you dirty
three
pervs
little
out there.
water streams running down a sidewalk,
And he's
may,
gonna do
possibly a wall. You can't really tell, and it's
I'm gonna
slowly
let this
pulling back to reveal a much larger flood coming down a sidewalk up to two ass backwards girls. Hence the title.
Yeah.
Now, whether they planned that or not, but they're squatted
Yeah, so
and
there's
they're
peeing on the
doing the
sidewalk.
thigh workout. What was that thing Suzanne Summers had? The
Thigh Master.
Thigh Master.
Yep. Not a sponsor, but if it's
They
still
are-
a thing, we'll take you.
We are willing to.
I doubt it.
Yeah, we're no longer independent.
I
We
think
are
our
sponsored by.
demographic is open to anything, including a thigh master, even if it's
Well,
ironic.
why don't we invent like ankle busters?
Yeah. Ankle master, the ankle
Ank-
Oh,
the
that
ank-
sounds like a sex move. That
Well, yeah.
if it's not a thing yet, it could
Sex
be.
sells, right?
And so it starts this way, and it's I guess kind of shocking. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, interesting, and that didn't scream.
That was it.
But how many mainstream films could do that? Maybe if Jonah Hill directed it, but stream of piss coming down the street to a couple of girls, and you're like, what happened here? And that's enough, and that's
You
enough
don't
to
know?
get me in.
Didn't we talk about that?
And then it goes to 5 days earlier, and you see these two women just strolling carefree in New York, right? I mean, they're just like,
Oh, they're breathing in the clean air.
Yeah,
They're
and-
saying, and they're pretending like they're going on a walk through the woods, but they're in Manhattan, and they're
And
saying
did
how clean
you
the
think,
air is.
like
and
right
nice-
away? What did you think of that right away? Were they creating something? Because people don't walk down the street like that.
Well, they created the environment, the spoof, environment, because they're talking about walking through the woods and
Yeah.
how clean the air is and how refreshing, and they're in
So
downtown Manhattan.
you got
so,
satire with that right away.
yeah, that's a better word.
Yeah.
Spoof is not.
And because they're clearly playing a character, but and I'm sure there are those people in New York that are that delusional, and they probably see them more in L.A. But so much so that they're like, let's give this homeless guy some money. And my first kind of laugh out loud moment.
Who
of the
was
movie,
that guy? He's from.
I should have looked.
No,
it
you
is
know him.
somebody.
He's from, like Kids in the Hall or one of those.
I know what you're saying.
One
I
of
know
those
what you're
things
saying.
like
It's
that.
not a kid.
'Cause
Yes.
I recognized him from.
But so funny. They're like, we should go help.
Yeah, here's a buy one get one free for yogurt, and it's a homeless guy begging for money. It's a buy one get
Yeah.
one. Oh,
And then
that was
5 hour
fun.
energy, which is clearly something that he could use. And then starts, I got energy. And starts, talking about how, put a dead animal inside of you and screw yourself because the government's doing it. And it went to, and they're
that
like,
was frightening.
oh my goodness. Well, that's really must be tough to be homeless and have a gender identity as well.
Yeah, because he's got makeup and.
They're just like, clearly they didn't do anything that was not helpful to that person at all. They still did a good thing, walked away, and it establishes
they
them
think they
right
did.
away.
Yeah, they're walking
Yeah.
away like they really helped him out and donated a lot to him. Yeah.
Exactly. So that kind of put me. I remember initially just on board with the ride and who they are, and does it cut next to like CEO of Kate Fenner Enterprises? So you've got
The coffee shop.
So you start to see their perspective, stations in life, and you've got I believe Kate, and it says CEO of Fenner Enterprises, and she's in the middle of a presentation, and it pans out, and she's she's selling her eggs at a coffee shop.
Yeah, she's got her name badge.
Yeah.
With her name. I mean, you think it's her desk.
Yeah.
In a CEO office, right?
Yep.
And then you pan back to realize she's being escorted out of the coffee
Yeah.
shop because she doesn't
can't
even
do
buy
this.
a coffee.
And that's got to be, that is a thing. I know it's a thing in LA. You see it here.
Using it as a.
And and so she just
You
happened
do
to be.
see it here? I don't go into the coffee
you can
shops.
see it here. Yeah,
Do tell somebody.
is that interesting? I don't know.
Yeah, because
Young people using free Wi-Fi at a coffee shop,
no, I thought you meant conducting business.
and that too. And that's how it starts. I'm a graphic designer, and meet me at this coffee shop, and we're going to spend the next hour here using their free Wi-Fi, and this is a meeting space because I bought a $4 coffee.
Well,
Is that enough?
He at least bought the coffee.
That was too much.
I was in a Starbucks a few weeks ago, and there was a guy just like on a conference call at the next table. I was like,
It's full on Zoom.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should photobomb them or whatever.
They-
What do you call it when they're on a conference call and you go up behind? Is that a?
Yeah.
I
Oh, it's on the phone,
would
but yeah.
love that is an old ass reference, man. I love you. I'm calling that one out. But I would like to see what would happen if she just decided to just like
Stand in
Ryan is in a mannequin stare right now. He hasn't moved. I'm
and
getting
then
get
just
to
like
poke him,
move. I
please.
would
Okay,
love
there he
I
is.
would love to see
I'll
what happens
do
if,
that
if
and let you know what
specifically
happens.
no, because if you're punched in the face, we have to avenge you, and that's not anyway.
I'm not
So
brave enough. It's
she
okay.
is kicked out. Kate's kicked out of the coffee shop, and then we see the. You okay?
Are you okay?
She's escorted out. Oh, I'm fine. I'm just laughing at the absurdity of our
And
moment we just had.
We get to Chloe, and I love how the initial shot set them up as a success, and then you see the reality of what's going on.
In the are you at Chloe or are you with the coffee shop still?
We've moved.
Because I was going to say, she said, I didn't hear a no, so I'm going to take that as a maybe as the guy's dragging her out of the coffee
Oh
shop.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she's got spunk. She's got presentation. She's doing what she can, and Chloe is now, in a dressing room,
and I
told-
immediately thought stripper. It looked like a stripper's dressing room.
She looked pretty trashily dressed. Yeah.
Which wasn't far off from where she ends up.
And there's a places or whatever, and she's like, I need the room to prepare.
You need to knock.
Yeah, there's no
If
door.
you want, it has to be calm in here if you
For
want
me
me
to-
to
Yeah,
perform
yeah.
out there.
Yeah. and
And she's so serious.
she's carried. She's being carried by hunky
yeah,
men,
they-
and you're like, oh
yeah.
wow.
it's like a whole thing, you know.
Yeah.
But they just stick her in a
And then
glass
she's dropped
box.
into a cube at a nightclub in New York,
and she
and she begins to try to dance,
Yeah,
and
she
they're even
starts
like,
grooving.
shut up. And then it's even sadder
she's supposed to just be a mannequin
because that
stand there in a
concept,
pose.
I know that's a
Is
concept.
that a thing?
Well, it was at the time, and I think maybe this has come up before because, you know, we talked about the brilliance of Amy Smart, and Crank comes up, and Crank in Crank 1, there are those girls in the Cat's Cradle balls, and I know that was a thing. When I was in bowls. Call back to that sweet moment in the exam episode.
Cats in the cradle in the
Silver
silver
bowls.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
This is what dreams are made of,
this
everybody.
is yeah. You know, nobody cares, but you and I
Yeah.
are celebrating our moment
This-
together.
we
just
don't
then.
do it for them.
We,
So whatever. I don't care if any of you heard
hey,
it
you know,
or saw it.
you can download it if you want.
You know I love you, but I don't care.
Yeah, not like I obsessively check our downloads.
And she's
every day.
lowered. And I've
No.
been to I've been to a bar in LA that had like a bar, and there was a girl behind glass just like reading a book. So
What
like I know
the
that's a thing.
fuck?
I don't know, and I hate to sound ignorant, and I'm sorry, but
This was
yeah.
L.A.
Oh yeah. But I don't know if that's a thing anymore, but it is and or was a thing. But so she's put into this. So there's the indignity of being dropped into this thing, having to land on platform heels.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "What's up, New York?"
Yeah, and
the
she's
guy's
dancing.
like, "Shut up!
Yeah.
I told you, shut up." And then she just
Yeah,
and
goes full on mannequin.
And
like,
I think
holds her hand up or something like she's doing a
yeah,
just a pose.
she's like, "Oh, I can just move this much, and that's okay." So okay, these two people have been established. They wake up together in an apartment, which you realize would happen in a waterbed, which is hilarious. And they're in an apartment which must cost $3 billion a month in New York.
Manhattan. Yeah,
So
they're in Manhattan.
and they don't
I
really
mean, that's
address
the-
that. I mean, or no, they do address
They
it because
do.
they've taken money from.
They do that they really address it at the very end of the movie.
Yeah,
When they've
but initially,
I don't want to give it away yet.
yeah,
Give it away now.
give it away now. And
Oh,
they
was that
they
more
wake
than
up
3
together
seconds?
in this waterbed, and they're adorable. Like you said, it's a permanent
Good
sleepover.
morning, sunshine.
Which I thought was adorable. What
Yeah.
did you say? They're in a permanent sleepover or something?
Yeah, because they're stuck in the age that they were in the pageant, but they kept growing up.
Yeah, and somehow found a way to survive through it all, and not uncommon
Well,
with
thanks
people in
to
New
her
York.
money,
You know,
thanks to
Yeah.
Chloe's dad.
yeah, the
Mr.,
only known as the villain in Jurassic Park something. That's
Jurassic
crazy. Jurassic
World.
World.
Jurassic World.
But he got Blue ate him, so that was
Oh,
was very
that's right,
redemption.
that's right.
Very much
And
redemptful.
again, in another kind of comedic moment, they have their morning routine and they go to the mail, and the first thing you hear go, "Oh no! Oh my God!"
Yeah, you see this? Pan to a full eviction
An
notice,
eviction notice. Yeah.
and they completely bypass that and pull out the letter from the pageant.
Yeah, the Neptune,
50th
the town of Neptune 50th anniversary
Miss
pageant.
Neptune.
And I think it's hilarious how, they did the sight gag of them missing the eviction notice. I don't care at this point. The Dumb and Dumber comparisons are there, but it's not Dumb and Dumber, so I don't give a shit.
It's
You know-
they followed kind of the format of it, and how they get evicted. They go on the road trip. There's no way back.
Yeah.
Then they buy stuff they shouldn't.
But
they
just,
have no
just
money.
because Dumb and Dumber didn't it, you can't do a road trip movie, or you can't do.
No, I'm not Dumb
know.
and Dumber with girls.
So both people have to be intelligent if you do a road trip movie anymore. But they get
I think
this.
there is a movie called Road Trip, isn't there?
Sure.
Let me think about that.
No.
Ryan, do you ever recall
That
seeing?
may have to be its own podcast.
It-
And
there was this girl in it.
I love how they they sit and they're like
I'm trying, folks, but he's not letting me.
they this is my third today, buddy. You can't.
No, I'm trying
Ain't
to
no
get
power in the
I'm
verse.
trying to get a confession out of you
Ain't no
about,
power in the
about
verse.
that movie, and
You
and
ain't
you
even
won't
on that. Nope.
You won't let me go there.
And they're like, we're not going. And I like the recurring bit about how reticent they are the whole time to not do this.
Yeah.
And they get into their morning routine, and they're, I wonder, they're just inviting everybody. It's sad. And you kind of wonder what happened. And I like the brilliance of how they filmed this, dual flashback scene, because Kate is, at the mirror with her mask on, and good times at the pageant.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you flash back, and it wasn't so good. Wasn't so good for her, because she gets dumbfounded in the question and answer portion as a little kid. And I'm like,
Yeah. You
Come
remember the
on.
question?
it was
When you're a
when you're a
mommy,
mommy, should
Yeah.
you
Would you want to enter the workforce or stay
stay at home?
Yeah. And then she has repeat the question. He's all confused, and then she says, so she gives a definition of the workforce.
What a workforce is, yeah.
Yeah, to be in the workforce means to work.
And
or whatever.
cameo, I guess we'd say, by the wonderful, I'd say even legendary at this point, Bob Odenkirk, doing his thing as a pageant person, because having to call a kid stupid is pretty tough, and he does a great job.
Help me with him.
See that really?
Yeah.
All right, Better Call Saul, I guess, is what he's best known for.
Oh, that's why I don't know.
Sad.
I've never seen it.
But he's brilliant actor, brilliant Mr. Nobody recently, fighting movie. He's a comedian. He's on Mr. Show.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, you know what? This is why we're friends, and I'm here for you, buddy. But this is not the time. We took that as far as that we possibly could. But that's kind of they have the flashback, and she blows it, and then Chloe gets up, and she's like, "Oh, good times." You think it's going to be
Her flashback.
maybe better or something.
Yeah.
She flashes back, and she blows it in the singing portion.
She's a screecher.
She's a screecher. Yeah.
It still is when she does it again. Right?
Yeah, and it's really funny. She's singing "Stand by Your Man."
Yeah.
And there's something about
and then
maybe,
your comedian guy,
yeah, he's like, "You
he's
want to
like,
back off the mic?"
yeah,
Yeah, so
learn
she
some
blows
mic
it.
skills.
And then at this pinnacle win and a through line in the movie, winning at this pageant for her second time is Laurel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Miss Stick of Butter herself.
Exactly. Doesn't really have anything to do with butter in the movie.
No, I
But-
can't. I just
Doesn't even touch it as far as I can
no.
tell.
I misinterpreted
But she is in
your reaction.
a movie called Butter.
Oh, I'm so clueless.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
man.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
I
Here's
wish
the
I
thing.
had a crush.
People
If you can see Ryan's
wait,
face
let
right
me
now.
do one.
Ryan's turn.
I need a substitute. She's not in that one.
No,
but-
she's not, but Carrie Elwes
She's in
is,
the
isn't
crush,
she?
and yeah, Carrie.
Oh,
Princess
God
Buttercup.
damn. God
Boom.
damn.
There it is.
Well,
Princess
I
Buttercup.
wish I was a
Carrie
Princess
Elwes
Bride.
To the crush. We just did.
Oh man.
We just did the bacon thing
We
in 4
accomplished
steps.
nothing, everybody, but in the best way. And I celebrate the shit out of it, so I don't care what just happened. It was amazing. So they, so the whole thing is them, you've got Laurel who's teed up, and they're very disillusioned. I think the next thing that I really remember that being important to the story anyway is them going to this book signing, and this is this Laurel person who you see as Alicia Silverstone, and she's clearly succeeded, and they're there like being her biggest cheerleaders, and it's hilarious to me how again they think that they're gonna have a chat with her in the celebrity line, and it does not go that way at
Yeah,
all.
and she even calls them the wrong names.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She
That's
has
right.
two. I can't remember
Cheryl
what they
and
are.
Faith, I think,
Yeah,
the first time.
damn, you're good. Yeah,
Cheryl and by Cheryl and
one
Faith.
of them's Faith. Yeah,
Yeah,
And
but-
even after they tell her
Yeah.
names. But how does Alicia Silverstone make that frown? She has like
Oh,
the
yeah.
biggest frowny face. It's like literally
It's like, you're so sad.
but her mouth, her
yeah.
frown is like 3 inches long past her teeth. I mean, I don't
never
know how
thought
she
about that.
does it. It's amazing.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I mean, You get free
Well,
coffee
maybe
in
you can do
Starbucks
it
if you frown like
internally.
that.
Maybe
I
if you do it
do.
internally enough, it'll come
It'll
out
exude
externally.
out of you. You know who else made a frown like that?
Who?
My last episode, Film Fest. The woman who was the agent, who
Oh,
the
yeah.
Disney, right? The lady that represented Disney, and the guy thought he was getting the gig with Disney, and
Oh,
he ends
yeah.
up doing
I'd like to be
he
considered.
ends up doing the 6-second jerk off film.
yeah.
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 She made a huge frown when she was telling him, "No, you're not here for directing the next Disney
Yeah.
movie."
The next.
It
the
was
next
exactly
adaptation.
like
Yeah.
that. So Sarah something Rue, I think.
Because she's talking about, she's got this charity, Laurel's Ladies, and
Yeah.
they're in line thinking that they're going to be peers with her, and she's like, "Oh, the two of you from the pageant days."
If you don't have a book, you're gonna have to leave. Like they didn't buy a book.
and she's being super businessy.
Yeah.
and they're 100% deflated, but again, they have to pretend that they're, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Chloe performs for 500 people a night. And,
Yeah.
and they're just, you're just like, oh my God.
Kate's a doctor in the
Oh,
med-
in the
in
medical
medicine
field?
field.
Yeah, yeah.
Medical field, yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
And it's enough, I think, that I mean, maybe this is reading too much into it. This is a catalyst to their, like, our lives are sad and pathetic, aside from being evicted. We
Well,
should go do this thing. Or do you think, like,
Yeah.
we are going to do it. We're just going to go. We need to be pushed.
They establish in a little bit here too that they completely avoid their feelings. So as soon as feelings come up,
Yeah.
they go off
Yeah.
to pretend land and intentionally.
Yeah,
So
and mostly Kate. For
Most-
whatever reason.
it was Chloe.
Kate's
Whenever
the one who's
Chloe
covering
says
up
she's
the
having
feelings, covering up the
feelings,
feelings.
then
Kate
Kate's
comes in to
Kate's
enable
the therapist.
the so yeah, because she's in the medical field.
Me, Kate, you, Chloe.
Well, when they get when they get into the van and they have all of their possessions, and I forgot that because I've watched this movie many times, and again I say this a lot for this
Because of the eviction,
yeah
Yeah.
So I keep forgetting it's all of their stuff,
which is DVDs.
romance novels.
Yeah.
And
And
some stuff.
I
We
don't know.
have stuff.
Well,
I have
all
stuff.
Kate has is this
One
big
bag.
purse
One
full
bag.
of her hormones, as they call it, her hormone
Hormones?
shots,
Oh
because
my
she has
God.
to. These eggs don't cook
Yeah.
themselves.
And the first, or the next really big laugh out loud moment for me was when they're listening to Take on Me in their van, that the CD has clearly been skipped,
Yeah.
and that's all they have to
And
listen
it
to.
skips the same way every time, and they've memorized singing the song
Yeah.
with exactly the way it skips.
That was hilarious to me.
So what was the name of that song again?
Take on Me.
So I'd like to segue into next episode, which will be called "Take Me" on Netflix. Huh?
Are you
How
shitting
was
me?
that? I
How
am
did that
not
work
shitting
out?
you. It did.
Did you tell? No, I don't think I knew that.
We very rarely give you a sneak peek of what's ahead. But there you
Holy
go,
underwear.
folks.
Oh my God.
Take
This is a
me.
historic day. And so they do reveal something else important in the van.
I really felt like you meant that.
What?
That this was a historic day. You had bowls behind that. I really felt that you
Bowls?
meant it.
Huevos?
You put your
Watermelones,
balls into
if
it.
I may
Huevos.
do a little birdcage.
Yeah,
But they reveal something else in the car, and Chloe has a recent breakup.
9.5 years. If you call that recent.
She's had this recent trauma, and it's so fresh. It's so fresh.
She relives it every day. Well,
She- you
Kate's
know, it's
enabling
been-
her,
you know,
telling her he's going to
He's
call.
probably going to circle back.
Today's the
and
day.
And she says, circle back. And I kept on thinking of the scene in Hot Shots where Lloyd Bridges, his hat flies off, and he's like, my cap. I can't be a commander without my cap. Circle around and get it. And he has to circle around an aircraft carrier. So that's, I think, the amount of time that it's taking for this guy to come back. But she's going through the scrapbook and the lock of his hair.
Yeah.
So that's some pretty interesting behavior, right? Do you think that there's any woman out there who has a lock of your hair in a scrapbook in a positive and fond way?
Well, back in the day, I had a lot of hair.
Oh yeah, I've seen photos.
Yeah. So,
Some photos when you're
but
not
I
flying
don't.
through the air in a
so
karate
it
chop.
would have had to have been cut unbeknownst to me. Maybe in my sleep, but I did have the hair available back in the day.
So, can I please frame this correctly? What you're presupposing is that a lover, a woman, a suitor.
Well, Stevie Wonder calls them
whomever,
part-time
whomever,
lovers, whatever.
somebody in your life who you are intimate with, could have a lock of your hair, but you would not have given it willingly. They would have had to wait
No, I don't
till you were
recall
asleep.
it being done willingly.
Okay, interesting. But do you think it's possible?
I had the hair
And
available.
is there one person in mind that you
Ooh.
think it's probably that person if it's
Oh.
anybody?
Oh,
You
there was
don't
this
have to
one
say, but
time
I'm
I
just
woke
saying.
up in a sleeping bag with someone next to me, and I don't remember, like the night before. That would be the one. It was at a college party. Sorry, kids, when you're listening to this. You were in college too, right? So you forgive Dad.
That just added another layer to you, Todd.
I know, I can't. Yeah.
I think honestly, you may have broken some hearts just with the idea that you were naughty at any time.
My kids' hearts?
Anybody.
Don't say that.
Yeah, man.
I'll be-
I'm sorry. Oops.
I'll be
Again,
crushed.
we don't edit, but I
No.
would do that for you,
You
man.
get us as a live performance every time.
I would
We
do
have
that.
never edited, so you're literally getting us live.
I do that for you, buddy.
Yeah, well, you put me on these spots just to make me uncomfortable, and hopefully you can play off.
This is supposed to be healing
whatever ridiculousness I
for both of us.
spew forth.
Spew
Spew forth.
forth.
Ridiculousness.
I don't know why I didn't love that.
It-
I think I know why, but I don't know. Anyway,
you pictured something
so
naughty by the look on
another
your
thing
face.
that becomes apparent in this is this whole egg thing.
Yes.
Is Kate sees like a little girl in a car
Yeah.
and starts wondering,
Well,
are there
doesn't one of them say? Doesn't maybe Chloe say? How many kids you think you have out there?
Yeah.
Like you've.
Yeah.
You
And
know-
that's why I love this, because it's a road trip movie. It's two ladies, and that's another thing. That's typically a guy conversation.
So
oh, you've been to the
She
sperm
doesn't
bank. How
actually
many
go through the
kids you got out
pregnancy.
there?
She just donates good eggs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or maybe has or hasn't. I don't know. I don't know if they ever
Well,
confirmed she's
they're
been
living in
successful, but-
Manhattan off of this, right?
Yeah. So I would assume, but it's never really directly addressed. But I think that's kind of
Well,
an
how do they
interesting
get those
dynamic.
eggs out of there? What is that all about?
I think that's a different podcast. So
Different conversation.
and it's clear that they're a little
So
down.
she's a hen.
yeah. That's what's
Yeah.
human livestock.
Human. We're quoting from the movie
But
later on.
they
folks.
show that because I'm wondering too, and it's not like Dumb and Dumber, because these ladies don't sell
You
their
say that
headless
with such a
bird.
disgusting look on you.
They
You're
don't-
angry at all the
I
comparisons.
may
to
have
Dumb
let
and-
some of the reviews get to me
Yeah.
a la
I
Todd
love
fashion.
it. I
So
love it.
I had a little dragon flare up in me, you know what I'm saying?
Let the dragon out.
I'm sure I should
Let
have
the
not said that
dragon
at all.
out. What would Bruce do?
and
Let the dragon out. For the love of God.
so they have money troubles.
Yes.
They have the I think the card game with the credit cards at the gas station where they're like, that one doesn't work.
But
Use
they have the
8759.
last four digits memorized.
Yeah, use 8765. Oh no,
of
we
like
just blew
10
that
credit
one.
cards. How the hell did they have those last four numbers
Yeah.
memorized?
It's fun writing, and
We'll
it's,
try this one. Oh no, that one went to the real estate investment.
We blew that one on this. And so they're like having to realize, like children, like, do you have any cash? So they scrape the van.
Well, Kate, I love this. Made me laugh.
Yeah.
Kate turns her head sideways like a dog, like, and says, "How does that work?" Because the
Yeah.
guy says, "Do you have any cash?" Because her credit cards aren't working, and Kate
Yeah.
gives him this. Like, how does that work?
And they're in the somewhere, or they're going towards Canada because they program their GPS, and I don't know how Chloe gets a wild rabbit to come to her, but they pick up a wild rabbit. And at first, Kate's like, no, why would we need the responsibility of something else? And then, you see a pathology. It's like, oh, no, we do. You know what I mean? Like even in June's acting, you see her like, no, that why would you see that? And then she slips into this, oh, no, we do. And I mean, again, maybe it's because I watched the movie.
The kid mode, the
but when
childhood friends.
And there are times when they slip into, when they speak to each other with candor,
Mm-hmm.
you see their faces change. And it's like, oh my, that's
Yeah.
really subtle and really brilliant to me.
Yeah. Well, because they're being adults And
Yeah.
then they're like, oh, no, this is too hard. They slip back into being the kids at the sleepover,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and again, they talk about it as they were writing it, this prolonged adolescence. Like, it's just okay to be finding yourself when you're 40, or I think they said 30. But what people do to
Oh, that
protect
was
themselves
in an interview.
in the wild ideas you come up with, the things that you'll do,
Yeah.
like going to a pageant,
Oh,
which not our
the
first
spring
pageant
break part coming up.
episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, well, that's ahead too much. But
Yeah, well, and
made me
so
think of
we
that.
established that Kate has to take hormones every 12 hours to keep the
moans.
she
and calls them
her
moans.
So, did you watch this with subtitles?
Yes,
You did.
I did, because Ryan, you would be proud of me.
Yeah, and Brian would be the mathematic from the article.
Damn
He'd
it,
be
I
proud
tried
of you too.
like he caught it. Can't get anything by you. 3 times, Ryan. I watched your girls 3 times for an hour. 1, 2, 5. 3 times. Hour and a half. That's 3. It's 4.5 hours of June and Casey for you.
Thank you. I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think that.
I don't know.
You're welcome.
Where am I
think
going
it's
with
better.
that? That wasn't even funny.
Well,
Does it have to be funny? Is it okay if it's not
I
funny?
don't know. It's nobody even says that we are.
Sometimes baseball players hit a ground ball
trying.
and get thrown out at first.
Right. I think that happens
do that
to me
a lot.
every time. Well, they find themselves in a jam, and it's time to call Chloe's dad. And again, there's
To go to their money source. The bank.
which I didn't realize up to that point how much he'd been funding.
Yeah, he's the bank.
And they do a site, and again, these ladies do physical comedy, and it's the sight gag in the phone booth. Simple, funny. I
Probably
laughed
my
out loud
favorite
again.
scene in the whole movie.
And maybe this is why these things aren't around anymore. I mean, like, I
How
laughed,
does this work?
and I hate to say I'm not a hard laugh, but I don't know. I mean, I just don't laugh out loud as much anymore. That was a bummer, but I don't, and I laughed out loud watching this movie again.
Can you hear ELO playing in the background?
Yeah,
Don't bring me down, down,
Doo-doo.
down,
But-
down.
they are, and what just never occurred to me was they think Chloe's dad, Bruce, played brilliantly by Vincent D'Onofrio, even like his character choices for the costume. They think he owns
I think he has a yacht, and
At
he
least-
has
at
in this.
least has
he
a
lives in
yacht.
a gated community
Yeah,
condo.
right, and is in a new one.
To what we
And the
really
reality
find
is
out.
that he works on boats and lives in a trailer.
Yeah, like a totally dilapidated
Yeah.
single wide from the 60s.
In that he has been spending all of his resources financing Chloe and Kate willingly. He loves them both as his daughters.
He still treats them like they're two
And-
little 8-year-olds,
and like
10-year-olds.
so did
whatever.
that come across weird to you? Because I again,
No, it fits right in with why they're the way
and
they
again,
are.
his
The world
acting-
is.
because I look at these movies with a different lens. We're not film critics. We're not licensed. We don't have shit. So we talk
are-
about that.
You
but
know what we are? We are appreciators of independent film.
Right.
We appreciate. We love you.
But I do look at the movies a little harder when we're doing the podcast than when I'm just chilling out watching a movie. Would you say, right?
We're analyzing
Right.
because we have to
So
speak of.
I'm trying to think of, and I hope that our friends who listen to the podcast watch these movies. I guess I'm oversensitive to stuff that people are going to be like, "What the fuck are you having me watch, asshole?"
oh yeah,
in a way,
I've had people
you know what
tell
I
me
mean?
that.
Because I know I come across as this guy who doesn't care about anything, and
Yeah.
this cool, chill dude. But I think, and so his little like the coin quarter behind, I don't know. And then I'm like, fucking
Yeah,
Vincent
he's still
D'Onofrio.
treating them like they're.
He's the only actor who could have played that scene so well,
Yeah.
and not creepy, and all of it. And even closing the door, that partitioning door.
the sliding.
His
yeah.
physical comedy was fucking on point.
Those kind of doors do bounce back open. Have you seen those? Like
Yeah.
the what do you call? I don't know. It's like a
accordion doors.
accordion. Yeah.
And so, and I love that it takes that with the door, and maybe not, I'm sure it's denial, but they both realize the reality of the situation. They're like, oh no.
Oh, that's where the feelings start coming up.
Yeah.
for
And,
Chloe,
and I
then
like
they start
her,
playing
and
a
I
game.
like their big feelings. I've got big feelings. And,
Yeah.
And it could be seen. You could look at this from a therapeutic standpoint and say, like, these are people who have serious issues. Like, that's delusion to the point of like non-functioning in society in a way, or dangerous. But they're like, I really didn't realize
It's got
that.
a little stepbrothersness to it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There could be that Arrested Development piece and somebody being enabled. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Step Brothers doesn't come up a lot, and that's a good one. But they really have this realization, like, holy shit. And then immediately, what do?
Yeah, they distract. They
Yeah.
go to something else.
Beer and Ambien.
Yeah. Oh, when they tap the Ambiens together,
Yeah.
Another Ambien, and
Yeah.
she hands her
Yeah.
a quote, another Ambien, and they tap them together like they're clinking glasses.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
that was pretty good stuff.
And you know what? I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Would I be comfortable in a pull-out bed and trailer next to you, having just clinked an Ambien and drinking a beer? Yeah, that looked like a little slice of heaven to me, Todd.
Can we not have the waterbed? I might get seasick.
No, I meant in that bed, in that like pull-out trailer.
Oh, they
I
were
said
in
that
the
whole thing.
waterbed. Yeah.
Like, we're in the woods, it's a kind,
we're
loving.
in the woods again.
Hopefully it's not a.
But now it's you and I.
well, it's the only way I'll get you to hang out. You're going to need the woods.
Yeah.
That's your brand.
Well, there has to be some girl running
Alone in the
terrified
woods.
out of her
Yeah.
mind, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'd be a good night watching whatever TV. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be good TV. It would
Yeah.
be like whatever channels they had.
I think we can rent that trailer from
smell
Russ
this
Creek,
place.
maybe.
Yeah, bologna sandwiches.
Oh, it burned down. Shit.
Fucking
They blew
fucking
that.
meth addicts.
They blew that son of a bitch
God
up.
damn it! Be better with your chemistry. But he plays this role, Vincent D'Onofrio,
Yeah.
and that may be, we talk about this a lot. That's the equivalent, and I don't know if he's a character actor, maybe, but him delivering like that makes a movie like this even better.
Yeah, well, when you see his other characters, but he's usually a bad guy that at least the ones
Yeah.
I've seen him in, he kind of despicable.
He really got me in this. He really did. I don't like legitimately. I think it's one of my favorite things he's done, and it's because it served the story so well, and he's
Yeah.
just such a lovable character. Even when the next day he's still trying to help them with money as he's trying to unfreeze blocks of ice that are his credit cards.
Yeah, what the hell was that? So
Well,
is he
probably-
hiding?
No, he probably just did that so he wouldn't use credit cards, and it was a security way that.
Well, I thought too that,
maybe.
or as a way of hiding his credit card. So if he was broken into because his place was so
anybody could
shitty.
just take the ice and just wait for them to
No,
melt.
but they wouldn't look in the freezer for.
I think
for money.
this isn't. Look at how the two of us are different. Because I thought it was him having self-restraint, so he doesn't
not
use
use
his
them?
credit cards.
Yeah,
But to know that if he really needs them, he can.
yeah.
Like, and he's really going to need them because he's going to have to at least wait to let them thaw. That gives you ample time to think about doing other shit and making some more
He
money,
takes the hammer to him.
or he takes the hammer, and he does. And they're like, no, and they don't take anything, do they?
No, they don't, because he's violently hitting this ice and it's barely cracking.
Yeah, if you really need it, and they say no. And
And then he's like, really? God, I'll be able to eat this week. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what he's thinking. It looks like. Yeah.
And I like in road trip movies where you have to have things that happen, right? It's a little formulaic. And the next thing, they have the van gets wrecked, and it's mostly because they're deluding themselves once again.
Yeah, something happened and they steered off the.
Yeah, well,
steered off the road.
It's like, Chloe has feelings and she thinks she needs therapy. So Kate says, "I'm in the medical field."
Yeah, with a
And
raised
so they're doing
eyebrow.
this stuff, and they end up off the road, and the van is absolutely screwed up. And I love how they feel like they're gonna have to prostitute
to
themselves
hitchhike.
on the side of the road.
Yeah. Well, Kate's wearing short shorts,
Yeah.
right? And she has beautiful legs.
Yeah, I
And,
mean they're beautiful
Chloe
women too.
is-
I mean,
yeah.
so they're not losses at all. I mean, they play ditzy, disorganized, but they're really attractive.
Well,
with
and
the
they're
women.
clearly sexual because
Yeah.
there's plenty of scenes where
but
they're
awkward too, which you get to when we get to the strip club scene.
or the next scene too, where they
Yeah.
have to pay the piper.
So So they get
The motorcycle comes
What
up.
did you think about this? You know, I mean, it's a little aha moment, but what did you think about
when the motorcycle
Yeah.
came riding up?
Yeah.
Oh, and they're all like, who is this? You know,
Yeah.
because you see the helmet and you think it's some, hot biker guy out of Anarchy.
Yeah.
And off comes the helmet. Here's a 70-year-old woman with a spiked haircut.
Yay.
You girls need some help. Yeah, that was funny.
Sandy Martin, also known as Mac's mom from Always Sunny, for you Always Sunny fans.
Oh,
And so this is funny.
I knew that.
Because
I knew that, Ryan. I knew that.
You did?
No,
Oh.
I'm trying
Look
to.
at me. You had me like, you did?
I'm trying to.
And I felt validated for a second. Like, oh, man, you still like me. I got stuff to work on.
No.
It's okay. I am working on it.
I am in the medical field.
I know. I know. You're technically, my energy provider. I'm still sucking your essence away. Although I feel that it's you're
In honor
really
of that,
firing
I did
today.
watch the first half of Life Force. And, you might understand why. And then when Patrick started doing his screaming, and I stopped watching it.
I know exactly why you watched the first half of Life Force.
Yeah, and because the second half it loses me.
The second half is
just-
exciting.
just
There's a
see
thrilling climax.
Arrow-
There's multiple energy-sucking vampires being fought in multiple levels. There's a mass.
I really
chaos and
like the
panic.
month of May now for some reason. All of a
Patrick
sudden.
Stewart dissolves into a blood monster.
He's just on the
But
floor
no.
screaming like some banshee, and I said,
Girl
that's
walks
enough of
around
this.
topless for the first 20 minutes of the movie, and that's all anybody wants to watch.
Miss May. We'll put her in. So we got Miss June.
Yeah.
So now we've gone to Miss May.
Yeah, they talk about Matilda May
What a
on
special
How Did This Get
podcast
Made.
we have. All these
That's
other movies
super
that
funny.
people get to
I love that
listen
movie,
to
by the way.
because of that Life Force.
because it's fun.
Is it 80s, right?
But they end up in a ladies' retreat, and
Sister
it's funny.
Solstice.
Sister Solstice, and they're
Yeah.
pagans, and
And the pagan.
when they say
Sounds like a group.
our pagan are and again the girls are just like, exactly,
Yeah.
that's your thing. And I don't know. I mean, not to dig too deep into it, if they're in like a defense mechanism right now, like, it's fine. We're fine. This is fine. This is what I'm doing now. Or if they're just open to anything, in which case I kind of like their way of living. And
The commune?
maybe it's scary because you're not seeing potential murder, maybe, or kidnapping if it's 5 feet in front of your face. But they're like, absolutely.
Oh, I
And-
thought you meant the commune. You mean our girls.
Yeah, I mean, our main characters.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time in avoidance.
That is true.
Music, TV,
Oh, you're saying
escaping
me?
your feelings. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
How is this about me? What are you doing? I'm not reclined.
You're listening to a live therapy session brought to you by a Little Independent Podcast.
I bet the
at
listeners are
gmail.com.
confused too. Where was he going with that? He just said something thoughtful about the main characters of the movie, and Todd just fucked them.
Ooh. Did I have the long hair too? Was I 33?
I'd prefer you both ways. I think you're handsome with the crop cut.
Uh-huh. And number 3
But
every 4 weeks.
now you're talking. Say more.
What the hell's a number 3?
Well, that's a number.
It's a 3-way. What a mess that would be.
It sure would be. Well, and they find themselves almost in one, which I think in the way it happens is so funny.
Nice segue.
In the way that they,
Don't forget your whistle.
yeah, they have the at the prayer there's the stereotypical our men are predators, and here's the whistles,
Yeah.
but not
Well,
really,
men-
and yeah, I mean, so there's
they call the men and rapists are synonymous.
yeah.
They say that.
And
It's
they
the
have
same
all
word.
the little stereotypes, involved, but it's this community. And I love when they get to the dance and you have this woman doing this howl, and that's the conclusion. And she is a wonderful comedian named Leah Delaria, I
the
believe.
one with the
Yeah,
tape
with
over the
tape,
nipples?
Yeah. And it was her idea to do it naked, to do it topless.
Oh my god.
They just had the idea of her doing this
She
primal
was so
thing.
aggressive.
Yeah.
Like
And
a
she
sumo
said-
wrestler.
Yeah,
Ready
she's
to
like,
attack.
listen, what if I did it topless? And then they said, what if we covered up the nipples with the tape, which I think it was June who said in an interview that made it even creepier. So they loved it. And they were like, yeah. And that was like the bravery and the freedom on the set, which on an independent film. And this was something that was interesting. You know, there was no special features on that DVD because outtakes are a luxury. Somebody blows the line, they're like, God damn it, move it, reset. So they're not like, and that's why improvising, and I didn't think about that, is a luxury too.
Yeah.
Like you'd like to think that maybe they had all day, but they do not. They have limited amount of film, limited amount of days.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was kind of an interesting perspective.
Well, location too. You know, they might have
Sure.
only had that location
you only have that
one
day,
night.
so you can't.
You got to get the shot. Yeah.
And if we don't get this thing done, the movie doesn't get filmed.
Right.
You know, so they're that
There's
strapped.
no going back for a reshoot. There's no money. Yeah.
So that's really fascinating to me. But they you know, they show their talents, and the pivotal thing is Chloe can't sing. She whispers, "You're never going to get it," and the performance that she does,
yeah, that was
is
awesome.
stellar.
And then, you know, it took me a little bit, or maybe the second viewing, to realize she's, you know, pretend she's in a glass box in her head.
Yeah.
Because that's what she does every night for her job. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Well, I didn't get
That
it.
was beautiful.
I didn't get it the first
I fucking loved every second of that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. You know, and they were, I think that's cool. That's something. And then Kate gets up there because they're like, oh, I wish we could get more young people. So they give her a chance to show her marketing skills. And she suggests the worst possible thing, showing that she just doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah. June's slavery rant was
to get more young people
was appalling.
Yeah, it starts with getting a boat and getting people fairly, maybe willingly or unwillingly.
And then they invent a new style of music, and everybody wants to be like them.
Yeah. And what gets them kicked out of the house is so funny in that they're so unused to kindness, genuine kindness, without the expectation of favor, and in this case, mostly sexual for them. You know, the Gwen is bidding them goodnight.
And she says they don't owe him any money for the car repair. Yeah, so she had the car
because they're fixing
and
the
they
van
had a
for 'em
mechanic
too,
in their commune. I mean, whatever their community is called. It's called Solstice. Sister Solstice, yeah. And that there's no charge for fixing the car. So the girls go to, time to pay the piper. They're, you know, nothing's for free in this world. I knew it was coming.
Oh, man, this is funny.
So then, they get up and they tiptoe into Gwen's room.
Yeah.
And there Gwen's asleep like almost coffin-like. You know, the sheets are perfectly covered over her, and, you know, you just see her face like looking straight up like she's in a, you know, and then... So then they cut to the outside, and then all these whistles are blowing, and you get screaming rape. And then
did you like that bit of the filmmaking? Because
I did.
Now, did you think that interaction was going to go well?
I like the way I mean, with budget restraints, even, you know, I like the way they filmed it. Like,
because comedically and story wise, it's funnier, I guess, if it goes wrong.
They're showing the outside of the cabin, and you're hearing her scream rape, and then all the whistles start blowing, and then they're, you know, guns are going off, and they're chasing them.
Literally chased out.
Yeah.
And just as you do, as you're chased out of a home for trying to assault somebody physically
in the middle of the night,
you know, you'd reflect on that. And they start reflecting, and they're just like, oh boy.
Maybe they didn't want that.
So here's the start of maybe some self-actualization or some realization of the world around them. You know, but it struck me as sad. Like they just weren't used to just good old fashioned kindness. What does New York do to you? God damn it!
Ooh.
It eats you.
Oh.
Todd has a boner. Todd. Oh, did you? Oh, yes, you do. I'm so sorry.
New York ate them.
Yeah, but I think what I did there was fairly masterful, and that is just for me and Todd.
It was. Can I say what it was from?
No. You don't have
what
to.
If somebody doesn't know and they never get to hear that?
Because when they discover it, it's going to be fucking beautiful.
Episode 3.
Anyway,
please go there and listen now.
You can go ahead and be way no fun. And you know,
also in Manhattan, you're trying to go forward, but again, I'm you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, isn't that in the Godfather?
Well, I like
what Godfather movie is that from?
What?
Every time I try to get out,
They pull me back
they
in.
keep pulling me back
the
in.
third one, I feel,
You're
can
out
be
of order.
considered one.
This whole court's out of order.
I want to watch that tonight. Godfather 3. What the hell?
That's the third one?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, only shit writing would be in a movie like that. I don't know. It's not a great movie, but I haven't watched it in a while. And what I love is that as in their chase out of the home, the Andrew, their rabbit, is injured, and they have to go to this all night, clinic to find that this thing is going to be a $2,000 repair. And so they spend all this time like
Repair? Like
did I say repair?
it's an automobile.
I was just thinking about their van.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the lady at the vet.
But I like I like the, again, they're like, whatever it's going to take. They have no clue.
She tells them it could be expensive if
but
they have
have
to do
no
surgery.
concept. And they have, this time, and it's overnight, apparently. And this is when they have a really cool moment, I think, of reality.
Oh yeah, they talk about
When they
the winning.
they say, like, here's something, and Chloe is the one who starts it. Or Chloe is the one who starts it by saying, hey, listen, because they realize that either of them will not both win this thing.
Yeah, one of them has to
Which
lose.
is hilarious when they realize,
Yeah.
like, wait a second,
Yeah.
one of us might lose. So Chloe
It took them this long to realize like they're both not going to win.
and they talk to each other about what they should probably work on. And it's one of those, like, no offense, none taken. And I think that's kind of a cool scene because I kind of wonder, that starts this little
but there's still an underlying rift between them after that.
Yeah. And that starts a nice little bit of tension.
And they're going to lead into the part.
And
the
you
big
find
fight.
out that the rabbit repair is $2,000. 2,000 pounds
for a flat rabbit foot.
Yeah. And so, they have to sell all their stuff. They don't get a lot for it. $40 for all their stuff. They steal the rabbit, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, and at that secondhand store, that is a very funny scene.
Yeah.
When her whole life is only worth $40. Like, yeah.
Yep.
And she keeps calling them sweet.
She's nice, sweethearts or
Sweetheart,
whatever, yeah.
sweet. I don't know. She has
I'm
a
gonna pray
pet
on
name
them.
for
I'm gonna
them.
pray on them girls.
And I took that the other way, like, like a predator on the field. I'm gonna prey on them. I'm gonna prey on them hard, like stalking. I thought that was a.
You got to watch
pun
the
on
subtitles,
terms.
buddy. Pray right there. You weren't reading.
Well,
You just weren't reading, buddy. Maybe I was reading too much. So you saw a sinister, evil pawn woman, and which was
it was
the
a consignment
kindest-hearted-
store.
Oh,
And she's gonna prey on them
fuck
girls.
those little
She's gonna prey on
little
them
town
hard.
consignment stores.
Yeah,
You horrible
they're
individuals.
two girls without money out on
Yeah,
the prairie.
now she's got to resell all that shit.
She is a cheetah, and they're two little gazelles that are
Okay.
lost looking for their mommy.
Well, maybe I read it wrong. I'm sorry,
And
man.
she's a cheetah drooling,
Yeah.
stalking through the grass.
And here's when they do something that I've identified with
yes,
as
yes.
maybe a musician and a husband who maybe tried to sleep out a fight on one of these. They find themselves at a hotel like Shays Lounge by a pool, and you're like, oh, they checked into this motel. It's a motel, and they're like, oh, too bad we can't afford to stay.
Yeah, they didn't check in.
And they're gonna just kind of cool it on those things.
So they park in the hotel parking lot,
Yeah.
and then they're just sleeping in the lounges by the pool
Yeah.
in the middle of the night there because they can't afford a room.
and they wake.
which is pretty clever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So go back to that part again about being
Anyway.
a husband and having to sleep
Anyway,
out on the
This
the
is-
lounge part.
We're friends. You don't know that story?
No.
Oh, I've told you that. Well, hey, after all these years, dude, there's still more behind the curtain.
You
I
got
still
kicked out of the
stuff.
room and had to sleep by
I
the pool.
still got juice. This is where I live,
What did
bro.
you do,
This is
Ryan?
where I live.
What did
bro.
you do so
Anyway,
bad?
They the next part of business that I think is funny about this movie is, I wonder if writing, and I didn't hear it in any of the interviews,
Okay.
did they address doing a stripping scene? Because it may seem like,
no, we
okay,
can't.
it's girls doing a road trip.
We have to go to the next morning when they wake up.
Oh, right.
So they fall asleep in the middle of the night, and there's these lounge chairs, and the pool area is completely empty, just crickets, completely dark. Cut to an entire spring bake.
Well, some of them are getting baked, I bet.
Yeah.
Spring bake, dude.
I'm dazed and
Spring
confused
bake
right
20,
now. I feel like
what year is it?
McConaughey.
Spring break. Oh, it sounds cooler
There's
when
no
you say
birthday party
09.
for me here, McConaughey. See
Hey,
what I
hey,
did
hey.
there? Fast Times and Dazed and Confused combined and mushed together into
Wow.
one.
That was like, we had, what was it, Good Times? Hey, hey, hey.
Good
We
times.
just created a McConaughey, hey, hey.
Dynamite.
McConaughey. No, what am I thinking with Rerun, hey, 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 and Raj? Anyway, that'll make somebody
So
mad
they wake
listening.
up to
Email
a
us,
full-on
please.
spring break scene.
Yeah, spring break all around them, and it's hilarious.
And they're just these
How they
kids are just
scoot away.
staring at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're trying to dance to the music along to the pool, and then these guys are just looking at them like, what the hell? And then they stop in front of these two gorgeous, little 18-year-olds laying out in their bikinis, and she's like, "Oh, you're blocking my sun." And then she's like, "What are you even doing here? You're like old."
Yeah.
And then they're on another level of realization.
The requisite scene to make them feel badly about themselves. So they've taken hits, and this is causing them to look internally, which I think is really funny. And they see a sign, so their morale is at a low. They've got no money, and that's where a sign, make $500, comes into play. And my favorite cameo, and you get to see now a husband and wife team at work.
Oh, that's her
on
husband.
screen.
I knew he was on
So
your
that's
show.
Paul Scheer, yeah. Also of How Did This Get Made fame, and that is not my movie that he's in. This
So
isn't
when
a
I say
twofer.
her husband, I mean
June Diane Raphael.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a strip club, and
It's amateur night.
amateur night.
Yeah, and they say, well, it'll pay for our whole trip.
And what's so funny about him is Paul Scheer is a brilliantly funny guy, but he's a nice guy. I think in real life, and he plays them in naive and nice in shows. So playing a dirty,
He's the strip
sleazy
club owner.
strip club,
Yeah.
it was just.
All right, that's enough of that shit. Take something off. Kind of. He's just very abrasive.
Well, when he refers to like blue eyes and big tits, again, I have to imagine.
He says that when he first meets.
Yeah, when he's referring to them, like blue eyes to his wife.
One's
and-
got
and-
blue eyes,
yeah,
and the other one's got big tits. Okay.
is well endowed, and that's how he refers to them. And I just have to think
Or well
either
endowed.
there was some improvisation or that was in the writing, because had maybe June had known he was going to do that role. Was she just like, let's make it as awkward for him as possible?
Yeah.
Those are the things I think about. Like when a husband and wife is on screen, are they having fun? And like, did she write something to make him say it that they'll talk about at dinner? Like, oh, remember you have to say that thing tomorrow.
Kind of reminds me of the Bronze, husband and wife writing,
Yeah.
all the, the sex scenes together and trying to outcompete
Yeah.
each other. Yeah. So good team.
Well, they get themselves arrested, and this is where the movie takes a weird turn in that they end up in jail with Brian that they see on late night TV in one of those
Why
rehab
did they
shows.
end up in jail?
Well, because they pull their pants down. They go bottomless at the
At the strip club.
yeah.
Her husband, well, we
Oh.
shouldn't call her the strip club owner, yells, "Enough of this shit, take something off." They look at each other, boom, down come the pants on both of them.
Yeah.
And then what was funny is the server waitress next to him, she's like, "Oh, that's illegal."
We're gonna lose our liquor
He's
license.
like, "I'm
yeah.
gonna lose my license again."
So they're in jail, and they'd seen this like rehab like in treatment show ahead of time. I think that you don't think anything
they were
of
watching it at the commune, right?
at one of the place or at Dad's
Or
house.
at Dad's house, one of the two.
And they were really following like the story of this kid who
Oh,
goes
they were all
like,
into it, yeah.
treatment, and you don't really think anything of it. And lo and behold, and this is such a weird fucking part of this movie, but a part that I think is so brilliant is in the prison is this guy Brian,
yeah.
the meth addict with a heart of gold, right? Meth head with a heart of gold or
That
something
sounds
like that.
right, yeah.
And it's hilarious what this leads to, because he gets out and he like kisses them passionately on the way out.
Because he's a sex addict as well.
Oh, he's a
Yeah,
that's
he's
right.
both. He's
That's right.
meth
Yeah.
and- yeah. Yeah, and they make a joke about, how would those two tie together or something
Oh,
when
God,
it's like they
And
salt and pepper
it's
go
so
together.
damn funny. And they are released, and it turns out that Brian posted, or that meth head posted your bail.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, and they follow him to his house, and they're like, I can't believe we're at Brian's house. And it's
Well, yeah, they
how
treat him
describe
like
this?
they treat him like a
Oh, like
movie
a
star.
celebrity, yeah.
Yeah, they're all like goo-goo-eyed groupies.
Yeah, that's
you know?
critical. You're smarter than me, buddy, because I move past things, but yeah, they
I
treat him.
go a little bit slower than Ryan.
I
It
see
might
what you're
annoy
doing.
some people, but
I see what you're
go
doing.
a little bit slower.
No, everybody, we're not breaking up. We're not fighting. We love each other.
Are you
We're
breaking
not
up with
having
me?
a fight.
Are you breaking up with me on air?
Well,
Don't do that.
what happens next is, I think this is going to sound corny
Are you going to the bathtub scene?
well, they have what can be best described as like a drug sit-in, because they find that like this guy hasn't hit rock bottom, and this is
Yeah.
actually where my clip is,
Uh-huh.
because I think this kid did a stellar job.
His rock bottom
Yeah,
speech?
Well, yeah. Is that
Okay.
what you guessed? Yeah.
No, I didn't guess. I didn't have one.
So they're laying on a mattress on a floor together in a basement that may or may not be a crack house above. This is where this guy's living, and they assumed he'd already hit rock bottom. And why is he
On the show.
Why is he in a low? And so they're on a I assume piss soaked mattress, and they're
Fair assumption.
they're
fair
next to
assumption.
him, and this is a conversation that happens.
Kicked out of promises. Rock bottom.
Sorry to interrupt you, but lower than we saw on the show?
Oh yeah, way lower. Then I sort of got some strength.
I gotta stop you for a second because I was just struggling to imagine what you could mean when you say lower, because I would have staked my life on this. I thought we were at rock bottom with you. Was I wrong about that?
Oh yeah. I mean, things got worse for a while.
Ow! Whoa, okay. Okay,
Continue.
yeah, talk about it, man.
Continue.
Well, rock bottom came for me. I started selling my sperm for $30 fucking buck. I get so fucked up and loaded, cracked out of my fucking mind. And I'd show up to band practice, and
You can tell us, Brian.
I'd whisper the words so soft, no one could fucking hear me.
There.
Just hug me.
It's gonna be okay.
You guys give me strength.
Great. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my journal. I should write this
Okay.
down.
So again, I think really good writing
So his rock bottom is them.
is them,
Yeah.
and I thought that was really cool. And they say later, like, and I don't want to actually reveal how the rest of that scene plays out, but because it's really wonderfully written, and you should watch the movie. But they go into this like, Chloe says, "Pass me the pipe," and they go into this. How long do you think they're there? Maybe just a day. I don't know.
It's overnight.
But
I think it's the next morning
It's
they
meant
leave.
to look like it's weeks, but they get into
think?
this.
Okay.
Well, no, not for real, but it is probably overnight. But it's like they're singing and they're on crack, or they're on meth, and crack. They're on everything, I guess.
Yeah, and the sharing of the soap in the bathtub scene, I'll just leave it at that, is quite priceless.
Yeah,
Quite,
it's great.
Quite the writing. And,
It's awesome.
You definitely need to see that scene.
And they have their inevitable split after this, because they realize that they got to wake up there like in a crack house.
Yeah.
And they got to go. And the montage, when they have a split, Chloe gets on a bus. They realize that they're 4 hours from where they're supposed to be. Like they've been traveling for 4 hours, but
in the wrong direction.
they've gone the wrong direction, all this kind of
Dumb
stuff.
and Dumber. Same thing that happened in Dumb and Dumber.
But I love how they have the split, and then you start to tee up, the sensitive version of a song, and the melody starts to be, something familiar, because the song starts to build really slowly. And did you have this? I wonder,
I'm trying
because
to
you know
remember
what
the
the song.
song.
You don't know the song?
I knew. I'm trying to remember it. Help me. What was the song?
You watched the movie, right?
Yeah, but I don't
3
remember
times?
everything.
It
Right?
was I Touch Myself.
Oh yeah.
So it builds up to this, sensitive song, and I hold myself. I want, and I'm like, that's funny to me. Taking that song and kind of taking the piss out of it in a way by making it, I don't know. Okay, I thought that was fucking hilarious. Because they're doing this like sensitive little montage because they've really, they've hit rock bottom to I Touch Myself. I just thought that was kind of funny. So they get to
They
both,
wrote it for you. June wrote that
it
for
for you,
you.
man.
Yeah.
So they get to the pageant, and I kind of want to move a little past some of the pageant stuff because it is pretty funny. They're stuck. That most of the pageant has gone on.
John Cryer
Yeah,
is
and
the
then-
pageant director,
but
and he
he's-
just fucking kills it.
He steals the show.
He does.
In his first line is, "Where the shit have you two been?"
And it's delivered so
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Because
my God.
they missed all the rehearsals, everything, and
Yeah.
they literally show up right
Yeah.
as it's time to perform.
His little bit was executed so well.
Yeah.
The way they had him made up, like, you're lit because I lit you, and I'm sure they're taking a stereotype there, but oh my God, was he good? And it just reminds you how good he is.
Yeah.
And
So what other movie was a child pageant in that we did? Do you recall? Yeah, I'm asking you.
Yeah, Scotland, PA.
No.
Not Scotland, PA.
No.
Happy Texas.
Happy.
The other
Not
fucking
Scotland,
state
PA.
movie. We talked about that too. We've got too many state movies.
But
I'm confused with.
You got another one in there, though. I love it.
Yeah.
You got an extra.
Oh, I plugged another podcast.
You're welcome.
Hey, everybody. We actually also do talk about movies we don't talk about on this show.
Really?
Sure, that bumps. Is that news to
Do you think we do? You're taking me so
Kind
seriously
of.
tonight. You're
Yeah.
like, everything he says is the truth.
It maybe feels like that. I am Mr. Literal Man today. But they get, I love how they get to the pageant and they're late and like they have no clothes, but like the little kids portion is done. So
That's what they chose. Because I think they're still stuck in that mindset. They chose the shit that, looks like
that's way
8-year-old
deeper.
girls.
I thought that's all they had.
Oh, yeah,
and
because they're
just
still
like,
stuck in that mode.
Oh,
Not until
dude.
after the pageant that they actually break out of it.
Yeah.
That's my interpretation of the writing.
I love how Odenkirk, because they're done with the regular pageant. This is like an add-on.
Yeah.
It's like the winners of the past, and he calls them the ripened beauties from from the
ripened.
past. And I'm like, I guess if you have to have decorum with that,
Ripened is
but
not
it's
the
still-
right word.
I don't know. And
From a woman's point of view, Clarice, would what ripened
would
be
you
I
enjoy
hate
ripened?
that
I hate-
so much.
okay.
It's so foul. Ripened.
Oh, you're a beautifully ripened woman.
Yeah, technically
That
it's
has
not
to
that
not go
offensive,
over
but
well.
it's not. No.
You
Yeah,
look good
no.
for your age.
Yeah. I think you just stop. Leave for your age out of it.
14.
Wait. Oh, so soft, so smooth.
Hey, we'll get the hose again. Yes, it will, precious.
When
Can we plug the BuffaloBillHouse.com?
it's not a sponsor, but yeah, dude.
Sure.
If that's something
So-
out of your, do it.
There is
'Cause
an
that's
actual
just fucking weird to do it.
Buffalo, the house that Clarice shoots Buffalo Bill in at the final scene of the movie is an actual place in
He's really
Pennsylvania.
doing it.
Yeah.
You can rent. So
Doing it.
BuffaloBillHouse.com, and they just had they actually have Valentine's Day specials there. It's quite something. So you can sleep over in
Don't care if it's her
the
or not.
Buffalo Bill house. The well is actually in this house that Catherine is at the bottom of with Buffalo Bill and Precious. And I've lost
Engineer
Ryan
loves this
completely.
shit. So what is astounding about but the show, I really wish I could have come back out of that smoother. God damn it.
What the hell is
Because
going
Todd just went on the rant about the fucking Buffalo Bill House again. Not a sponsor.
again?
And-
again, no irritation. We're
Yeah,
imploding.
last
Ryan.
episode.
I thought we were going to implode
Last
in
episode, I
Film
thought
Fest.
we were about to build a website for these fucking people. Like, are we going to start?
You're wearing
like,
the fucking
telling
shirt
them?
right now.
This is the uniform.
We're having a fight. You're
This-
sleeping on the fucking lounge by the pool, mister.
I love the fact you really. This is not something I've told you. I can't believe that.
Well, maybe I forgot. I'm sorry.
it's
People
probably-
forget things.
And full circle. We are talking after this podcast. This is
Oh, you just
This
wait,
is no
mister.
joke.
You just wait till we get outside.
this is no joke. One of the funniest things in the movie to me, and I don't want to put that to you, and it's physical comedy, is, you know, June, I'm so sorry, Kate, June Diane Raphael's character, has been summoned into the woods by like an orphanage or something. And
By a little girl that is probably her egg.
And she leaves behind her bag, including her moans.
She gives it to him as a gift.
As a gift, yeah.
She hands it to him.
And they all like the image of them like holding the
they're pulling
needles.
out these little children are pulling out the needles out of this bag and going like, what?
So she doesn't have her hormones.
Yeah.
And when she tries to do her tap dance,
Yeah, her talent
holy
show.
shit.
Yeah.
That got me good.
Yeah.
That got me real. I love.
So she can do physical comedy very well.
She can.
Yeah.
And she's somebody who I guess I'm not surprised when anybody can do it, to be honest. You know, maybe somebody who doesn't seem to have a proclivity for it because of the characters that they've done.
Oh, say that again.
But proclivity?
Oh yeah.
It is kind of a
It's a
sensual
it's
word.
a sensual term.
Because
Yeah.
does it sound like, well, livid isn't good. Because like cliff. Oh, it sounds like clip. I almost said a really,
Again,
controversial
can you
word.
smell
I guess. Smell. Oh my god.
multiple
Oh boy.
multiple MIGs.
Can't he hissed at you? What did he say?
Oh,
Holy Christ. I maybe there's a charm to us like completely devolving at some point because
Well,
this is how we talk as friends.
We love
this
that
is
movie.
how
I mean,
yeah.
Is there an episode that we don't
He
do
hissed
something
at you.
towards Silence of the Lambs?
Probably
I don't
not.
think there is.
Probably not. So when all is said and done, Kate does her song, and
Yeah.
you can.
No, Chloe.
Or Chloe does her song. Kate answers a question the way she should.
Mm-hmm.
They have their moments and they're terrible. They're just they're as bad as they can be. And but they're happy with them. And that's the thing. And they talk about,
Well, they think they killed it.
June and Casey talk about the writing and what's compelling. Yes, it's delusional, but their unyielding, unwavering support of each other is what's great. And you know what? So I love having a friend like that. I think you're a friend like that. You are that guy in a way.
Who am I again? I'm Chloe.
No, you're either. Oh, well, you're Chloe.
Wait, we established that
Because
in the beginning.
You let me do this. You know what I mean? And where others may be like, why do you? So this is kind of that same thing. I
Why
think
do you lock
would,
yourself in a room with him?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Like you would take an idea that, and you have, that I've had, and you're like, that's pretty. But in my mind, and I'm even as I'm saying it, I'm like, this guy thinks I'm a fucking idiot, but he's a good friend. So you know what? I think that a message there is, as long as it's not creating some kind of true sociopathy.
You should always enable your friends.
You know what? I like it. I like having a friend like that who, isn't a psychopath and hopefully isn't doing me any harm.
Right.
So screw it.
We have the brotherhood of the stage.
And I think the best line in the movie is when, do you think that they think they're going to win? One of them's going to win or no?
Yes.
Do you really do?
In that moment, yeah, that's the way it's written to me.
Holy shit. That's
have
the
no
biggest,
idea they're
that's
not
the
gonna win.
biggest question I wanted to ask you is, do you think at this point they've had so much humble pie, they've been kicked?
They told each other they killed it on their talent.
But do you think it's all still delusion, or do you think they're okay?
100%.
And so at this point, you really do think they still believe that one of them?
Well, because of what happens next, it proves it.
No, I think that they were planning on doing that all along.
No, because they say they had all that stuff bottled up in there.
Yeah. So clearly, neither of them win. And how do you like the fact?
Yeah. So who's the judge again?
Well, and what's her head is Laurel. Laurel.
We went from celebrating
that fucking
her
book shows up everywhere.
We went to
even the
celebrating
crackheads got it. Even the
You
fucking
were like
crackheads
the
got that
beautiful
book.
Alicia, Princess Buttercup.
Well, you consider her the greatest frowner of all time. So there we go.
Hey, I'm clueless.
Twice.
Yeah.
You got me. You 100% got me.
You dropped your head in
That's
shame.
why I dropped my head, because that was goddamn delightful.
Well, there is two of them, right? So I had to do
It was
two.
fucking delightful what you did. Holy shit! I'm
He's
like
enabling me again.
my temperature is like better somehow because of that.
Do you touch yourself?
Okay, why did you just stop there? I felt like there was got to be more.
I tried to remember because I couldn't remember the next line in the lyrics.
That's it. When I think
touch
about you, there's a precursor. There's nothing after. That's kind of a showstopper, isn't it? I touch myself.
Are
What do
you saying?
say-
Are you saying you
Do you
finished?
touch yourself while making
You're
breakfast?
finished. Did we ever find out if Olivia Munn's show? Speaking of,
Holy Christ! You're going back to the hot dogs, you asshole.
well, we're touching ourselves. I mean, we might as well have. You know,
We are.
Oh my god.
And since this podcast is 17 years long,
No, Clarice is the one for putting up with the.
yes, she is.
She is. She should get a medal.
Well, the way they react, they don't win, and just no,
Yeah.
and they destroy everything, and it's hilarious to me. Then
They
no.
throw the biggest hissy fit
Yeah.
in known to mankind on the stage. They literally destroy everything. They're
Yep.
breaking all the display. She's eating the flowers. She's ripping the flowers apart with her teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah. Very aggressive.
very aggressive. That is for sure. And so there is some, I think, resolve. Obviously, they have to move on from this. They move forward.
Well, there's a realization. You know, she says, "Boy, I really kept that stuff bottled up for a
Yeah.
long time."
So what's you're a spiritual guy.
Yes,
And
I try to be.
I fuck around a lot, but did you need, was it that trip and the ultimate physical, or what? What was
it wouldn't all
that
be
lets
out
go?
in one
Is
time.
it the
but
whole thing?
She's there. You know, it's repressed anger that they were letting. I mean, there's therapy of punching pillows for repressed anger and screaming. I mean,
Right.
there's all kinds of things. So that's what happened. So they broke open the dam there, so to speak, for
Right.
a little bit. And
that
then
enables
that
you to move
helped.
forward.
That brought them to the realization for the end of the film.
Right.
To be a barista and live in the Bronx, which is
Yeah.
truly within their means.
Yeah. So and they've sent some. That was beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm
Deep
going to take a
breath.
moment in that as well.
Spiritual moments we just breeze right past it because they're irrelevant to life and everything.
Here comes the tiny
Very aggressive.
violin.
Very aggressive.
Tiny violin comes out from Mr. Todd.
New York ate him.
New York ate him. No, I think that's super cool because I wonder, is there a shorter path to that? But I like the trip that they took, and honestly,
took, I think.
it can be bad enough that they could go back to this. But what did you think of how this movie ended? I quite frankly, dude, was unsure as to your reaction to this movie. It's not your type of thing in general, and I don't mean that because you like different things and crass things.
Because they're peeing?
I don't know. I didn't know if this would be your 100% thing, top to bottom. I was thought maybe there were elements that you would be they'd be kind of tiresome for you or
Honestly,
something.
all I thought was, I just saw the writing. They like opened with peeing and ended with peeing, and
Yeah.
they had a theme there, a through
nothing
line.
too super,
No.
Okay.
And they don't mind letting their butts hang out.
Yeah. And the real estate.
And they must have strong thighs,
the-
right?
the
We said
things-
that.
the
to,
things
to
that
do that
they-
squat.
that they weren't going to give up, that they weren't going to sell no matter what, ended up being, cemetery plots, which,
Oh, is that the ending you're referring to, not the peeing?
yeah, well, yeah,
They piss on their own graves. That's pretty.
yeah, and that's
That's
then it
pretty,
leads to that.
like breaking a mirror, right?
And the did you track the last line of the movie?
Real estate. No.
You don't have to. I'm just saying it's
Please do
It's
tell.
where, because it could be I gotta pee, but really faintly, and you see it on the subtitles.
Yeah.
She says where, and then they look around and
Oh, okay.
pee again.
Did you see the third gravestone?
For Andrew, the
It
rabbit.
says Andrew Fenner West, which is their two last names. So it's like their
and
child.
they keep that rabbit the whole time.
and through the whole movie, we didn't mention this, but they keep saying we can't sell our real estate investment. That's our retirement.
Our retirement.
And a la
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber, they're like just that feel, right? Because
Yeah.
it's so stupid that your retirement plan would be your funeral plot.
Yeah.
You know, that's a real estate investment.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I thought that was funny.
And they were clearly making enough money to add to it.
Well, they bought
Oh, how cute was that? For and something that they're going to need to fill, like post haste. That rabbit's going to be dead in a minute. So we'll see. Well, I feel like you probably dug this a little bit.
you just keep going with the grave terms. You know, you fill it,
Yeah,
dug it. I mean, I'm trying to keep up with you. You know,
it's okay.
Your puns
I love you, buddy.
are freezing me in my tracks. But yes, I dug it all the way to the grave.
Beautiful. Well, we will end as we do with reviews. And now, I've said this before. They're not as fun when it's not my movie.
Because I'm not as invested.
So and
I can just sit
and I hope people like these. And again, I do them because they make Todd laugh. And now hopefully Clarice laughs because, you know, this is a few times with her in here and her hanging in, you know, through this 3-year podcast that we do each time. You know, I want them to be funny, but I do hope people like them because I want to show sometimes the absurdity of them, but the passion of people out there writing this stuff too. Because I love them.
It's what we do, man.
So here we go. This was a 1 out of 10. Absolutely horrible. This is, parentheses, almost exactly what I wrote on Facebook right after watching it and can't think of anything more honest, parentheses, written out, is where it had been edited somewhat. Just watched ass backwards. Now, I wrote that as it was, like written out. So I don't know what's going on with that.
You read that.
Yeah,
as it
like
was
in
written
parentheses was written out. So this is almost in parentheses, but then exactly what I wrote on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Just watched ass backwards. Save yourself the trouble and don't bother. I thought it was going to be some sort of mix between Romy and Michelle's high school reunion and Drop Dead Gorgeous. Not even close. No plot, no comedic relief. It was just 2 stupid bitches edited out. Edited out. So bitch is written and then in parentheses written edited out. The best part happens.
Wow, that makes sense.
The best part happens the first minute. And past that, it's just mind-numbing stupidity. Shakes head. I'm ashamed that I asked my husband to get it for us to watch.
Oh, it's a girl writing it?
No, I don't know. I'm not assuming.
Oh, I
I'm not
could
assuming.
be a guy. I didn't.
Yep.
Okay, I guess.
But
yeah.
so, I usually I don't give these too much, credence or credibility, but no plot. Well, we saw that there were 3 plots in the end, so it's a corny joke. Go fuck yourself. And I love the best part happens in the first minute.
Can I just stew in
Oh,
that
yeah,
for
I
a
guess I
second?
haven't been that aggressive.
Never,
Yeah,
have
yeah.
I ever
Sorry.
told a bad reviewer to go fuck themselves?
This is today's the
I'm
day.
loving it. So no, you're defending your team. You love
I
these
want people to feel passion from me, and if
So,
sometimes it's going to be that.
You're
that's
one of the
gonna be
few that have probably watched every single How Did This Get Made movie.
movie.
You've watched
Yes.
every single one. How many is that?
It's a lot.
It's that was
So many.
Over 250,
more than
but
150.
more than 250.
Fuck.
Uh huh.
So
With my wife, like this is something that my life
wife.
partner, my wife.
well, that is why you're defending them so vehemently, and
Yeah, maybe
I
that's
salute
the first.
you. The
This is for
dragon,
June.
the
That was for
dragon is
June.
coming out.
That was for June. No, and I don't take as much stake in these as I'm sure she doesn't
Oh.
either. Nor should
Yeah,
she.
I'm sure she doesn't tell him to go fuck
But I
himself.
love that she says the best part happens in the first minute. So is this person saying that the
What-
piss shot?
What happened in the first? Yeah, besides
the
water
urine.
stream.
So this is like a urine perv, maybe. Like a, like
Oh,
back,
they're German.
back to a little golden shower Lindemann
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. That's what we determined from that.
It's not all Germans who are into that, Todd. Remember, we're
That's-
learning together.
That's
we're
all
learning
I got
together.
out of it.
Everybody likes a golden shower. No, wait. Everybody can.
Wait.
Full quote from our podcast episode. This one. All right, and our last
I need a shower after the show.
our last review
Not a regular shower.
is a positive one, and it's titled "Good Movie I Can Watch Again After Some Time Pass."
Oh, they need a break from all that comedy.
Yeah, I was kidding. Yeah.
You got to breathe.
There are movies that I refuse to watch again after watching it, but this is one of the movies I can watch again. The plot is okay, acting is good, and funny moments are really funny. Two girls who become friends through their childhood pageant is just so adorable. This is the story of a true blue friendship. It's not a laugh-out-loud movie, but it is very humorous, and I find myself shaking my head while smiling. If you're like me, who just want to enjoy a movie, then you should give this movie a chance.
Words to live by. Funny moments are really funny.
The scenes are good, and the ending is something I really enjoy. This is a movie that I like from beginning to end.
Oh, I thought you were done.
I wasn't, but I love how I paused.
Yeah,
it's
your
not
pause was
particularly like a
that's my
hilarious
time
one.
Oh, it's my time
but
to talk.
I just like,
Go.
I find myself shaking my head while smiling. So how do you, when I read that,
Yes.
like she said, it's not a laugh out loud movie. So she or he, sorry, didn't laugh out loud, but found it humorous and shook head while smiling. So you guys, how do you ever do that? Like,
Oh, I do it the whole podcast, just like you're doing right now.
well, that's more like, oh, this poor mentally disturbed person across from me. That's the look you give me. I get it. You should.
You give me. We give it to each other.
The glances we give each other are nobody's business. So stop.
Yeah,
And if you
there's
want
a
cameras
reason-
on us, email us. That's
If
what
you
it's all
want-
about. A little
yeah,
independent
yeah.
podcast at gmail.com.
Or buy us a coffee.
Buy us a coffee.
$5,000 a
Judge
cup.
Schmales over there. I love when you do your schmales. Well, Todd, I realize, I don't,
Yes, Ryan.
like, I say thank you for watching this because, I do thank you for watching some of these movies. I do put you through some paces.
Wait, you're third person in it. I say thank you for
I say
watching
on this podcast,
Are you
thank you for
saying it
watching
to me
this movie.
right now, or have you already said it and you're speaking from the future?
I'm addressing the fact that I've said it in the past.
He's self-aware.
He's not
I
self-aware.
have become self-aware. So, but when I say that, I wonder if I don't clarify it enough. But thank you for watching this movie. I realize that sometimes I throw some stuff your way that it's not always going to be Zombievers, but you know what I mean. Thank you
It's
for
not
being
always
on
gonna be
this
sushi
How Did This
rolled up
Get
in
Made
one.
journey with me, and the next ones, we'll see. There may be a theme that emerges. I don't know yet.
For my next one?
No, for my How Did This Get Made movies that I pick.
Yeah, we told him you got a trifecta.
I know, but
coming.
a theme for the movies themselves. Sorry, we should have probably cut 45 minutes ago. But Todd,
it's all good.
I know.
It's all zen, baby.
I just want to say it. You know how it goes, Todd.
I feel I'm on a plane to Italy right now, baby. Sicily, here I come.
Is this like prolonging release? Is this what that's
Yeah,
called?
it is for me because
Is this a tantric? Is this what Sting does? He has sex for 24 hours.
Yeah. This
And
is
he's just
it's called tantric.
Yeah, okay.
And I do it because of all right, I got to confess this. I enjoy watching the strain on Ryan's face when he's trying to cut through the finish line.
I know
and
he
I
does.
keep
I hope
pulling
everybody
back.
likes to listen
If
to
you
it.
could see, I hope it comes through because you can't see him. But and it's not very
And here's
nice.
the thing:
but it's
I don't always
very
have to
fun.
start it. So we could be to a point where I like do an impasse where I'm just like, I'm not doing it.
Ryan,
It's
we'll always have
Monty Doro.
Who are those guys?
Who are those guys?
You'll love it. It's just a little
Love it. It's just as
Like-
little independent. You know what I mean? You're about to say.
You'll love it. It's just a little independent. You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent.
Okay. We're tense. Yeah, we're two or
Yeah.
two. We're like we know love it. It's just as little independent. Like it's just
Like I'm
little
introducing a
independent.
movie to you.
Like you're about to.
All right. Yeah.
It's just as little independent.